you to hear me
Hello.
drinking.
Yes. Slurp, 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 slurp.
So I need these. Yeah. Do I need these for him? Is he gonna be on here?
You're gonna need that for him.
Okay.
Him and Mad Mike will be there.
He's mad. How mad is he?
He's not. I don't know. It depends on how work was today.
Understandable.
I know he had a half day because they needed to do London SmackDown, so they needed his room.
What?
TV studio.
He lives in a TV studio?
No, he works up in our studio.
Like,
I don't know. Maybe he does. Well, we practically live here, so people actually think that we live in the back.
That'd be nice.
I know, right? I was like, I kind of want
Compared
to.
Like, even the studio compared to this is like my place is like a broom closet.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a room this big in my house.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Bobby, you okay? Bobby, are you okay?
Hey, I can see him now. Oh, he disappeared.
It's all right. It's loading. I should probably grab an HDMI for this.
He should probably figure out how to put on his headphones.
He's working on it. It's been a while since he's done this. Hi, Bobby.
I found the 3 that matter.
The 3 that matter? How many puppets do you have?
3 that matter. I have more than that, but...
Yeah, I mean, the ones that we know on this show, right?
Smarky.
There's Smarky. That's the one... wait, who's... backstory, LaRusso? Hold on. We're doing puppet review. Hello. This is going to be the gold. We're doing puppet review right now with Bobby F. J-Town. Snarky, who is super kicked by Chris LaRusso, hence the
still has his bandage on.
And I believe that was your. I believe that's how you became friends with Jeff Cobb, right?
Yes. Yeah, we bonded over a turtle puppet. Also, Shane too.
Shane Taylor.
Yeah.
It brings everybody together.
I almost shook Shane Taylor's hand with Snarky on my hand. I had to quickly ditch the puppet.
Yep.
That's what she said.
You should have ditched that puppet and put another one on your hand to shake.
There you
his
go.
hand,
Oh
just
wait.
to throw him
Oh
off.
wait. Hold on a second.
Oh, wait, more.
Yes. Really.
We got Carlos, who's a dragon.
Okay.
So can we blame him for King's Landing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
That was my cousin Drogon. And then we got Puppet FJ Town. Who was the first and original?
So would you consider yourself the master of puppets?
Maybe.
Because you're pulling the strings.
Metallica, I'm not though. Pastor of Muppets, like that font.
Pastor of Muppets? Jeez. All right, everybody's here. I have a semblance of an idea what I want to do with this show. That's enough.
Pastor of Muppets. That's not good. You don't want a pastor near any kids these days. So.
No. Oh.
Yeah, that is
yeah, this is episode 666. It's getting freaking satanic in here quick. Just wait for it.
Boy.
It's going that way.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. What do you think? Should I grab my HDMI cord? I don't have visuals if we want to talk about anything. Well,
grab it.
Everybody can.
You need
What do you
visuals.
think? Oh well, we don't need anything.
People listening on podcasts will love them visuals.
Well, I mean, we serve multiple audience. Listen, it's been a while since the first time we've had you on the show. When I was
Did you have VR that you could? They got
flip
smells
phone
on it. No.
with the smells. Oh, we talked about it on
what?
Awesome Cast like a month ago.
I would load bathrooms and stuff into people, so they just put
That'd
it in.
be great if we did that for that thing that happened outside when I said, "Why does it smell like bacon?"
And then you went like this, and it was just a VR thing.
For context, anybody listening out there, there's going to be a video that's before the show when we release this, and hopefully you've seen it on our social media. We had a little bit of an incident outside. I think
It happens.
The red streak is still on the logo. I can't wait for the landlords to find that in the morning.
Or the blood spots.
Or the blood spots in
on
front
the sidewalk.
Oh my!
I'm not even here tomorrow to explain it. It's all up to Missy.
This is episode 666.
I wish I had a
What
fake hand
happened
or
last
something
night?
that put on a
Was there like a
windowsill.
chicken sacrifice or something?
No,
That's after the show.
Yeah, that's for the after dark.
As long as it's not a turtle, fish, or dragon.
That's for the high end. That's for the high end podcast Patreon supporters.
That's platinum.
Platinum. All right.
That's for Mayhem Show 669.
That is the you guys watch the chickens only chickens here Twitch stream?
Chickensonly.com.
Yeah, chickensonly.com.
Chickensonly.com.
It's just like the
Is that
channel.
a spinoff of FarmersOnly.com?
Yeah, I think that's what we're going for here.
For farmers who fuck their
Chickensonly.com.
chickens? Got it.
Oh, okay.
That's where they go
It's
to
for
cluck.
Gonzo. It's for Gonzo, speaking of Muppets.
Mm.
He does eat chickens, doesn't he?
There's
Only hook noses need
do
apply.
want to just confirm we're not. I heard some audio issues out there, but I think I just heard it on my phone, so I don't think we have actual issues. Well, I'm gonna put this on you guys. I want to fix something. Steve Mercer's out there.
What?
Well,
He's an aspiring pro wrestler.
Ah,
Who isn't?
I am not.
I'm aspiring. I'm not aspiring to much.
Just so you guys know, this is my last appearance for a while.
No.
Yeah. Got a new job.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, it starts next Monday. So it's good, but it's
Congratulations.
yeah, but I'll be training till 11 o'clock at night for like at least 6 weeks, and then after that it's till like 9 at night. So
Bobber, as someone who has done that, I salute you.
yeah, I don't know.
Absolutely.
It's pretty good. It's doing support calls for Intuit.
Oh, cool.
I missed this. I missed
Yeah,
this.
I got a new job,
Nice.
so I won't be able to be on for a while.
Congratulations, Bobber.
Thank you. So this is the last week of freedom.
Now, see, Bobby, you don't say that on the air because then we'll make it like Gory killed you.
Yeah. Okay. I can do that. No,
Because
Nah, that's okay.
You could be our sacrifice.
we end with a legit murder. That'd be amazing.
Wait,
Who
what's
done it?
happening? Happy 666, guys. Jeez.
like
See, there
He
was
makes
live
the puppet attack
crucifixions.
me.
There's gonna be.
Yeah, Bobby. He makes the puppet attack you in the outro.
but it's not Carlos, it's Puppet FJ Town.
Yes.
Just throws fangs.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was the mastermind the whole time.
And Bobby, when you do that, just have your other hand on the button to cut off the call, and it just ends.
Oh my.
Bobby got a new job, by which I mean that he signed a contract with AEW.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I did. I am the
Bobby, FJ Town is all over.
I am the custodian.
Can we just get some graphics nerd out there, please? Garza, if you're listening too, can you do the is all elite with like our images?
Yeah, they even do it with one of the refs. I'm like, really?
Yeah, the ref was like, "What are we doing, guys?"
What's Bryce Remsburg though?
Yeah, he's
Bryce Remsburg's awesome.
yeah.
That's
well,
why
how is
he deserves his own graphic.
he does? He absolutely
Wait,
does.
that
He
was
should get
Bryce?
two
The
graphics.
name
Yes,
wasn't
Bryce,
Bryce.
Bryce
actually.
is signed with them.
Oh,
The
Bryce
na-
has.
the name- The
Yes, he
name
did. It
wasn't
was
Bryce
today,
though.
I believe.
Yes, Bryce Remsburg.
Oh, okay.
There was another one they did too.
There was a
another
Tom
one.
That's the
King
one
that I saw.
I'm like, that's the one I saw. I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Should I know this one?
Yeah.
Is he a Lucha Underground guy? I don't know.
No, I know the
Jeez.
Lucha Underground refs.
Jeez.
You can't sneak a Lucha Underground ref past me.
Gory. Speaking of Lucha Underground, I can't tell you how many times we have tried to put over getting you signed to Lucha Underground with Krista Joseph on the show.
That would have been amazing.
Oh my
We're like, hey, there's this guy. you need to make this
Jesus.
happen. So, and
With their
if
cinematics,
it ever comes back.
great.
what's that?
With their production,
Yeah.
Miss Lucha Underground.
amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's everything you've ever wanted from wrestling.
Heck yeah.
There's death, there's
No Vince
There's
McMahon.
no Vince,
There's-
no Vince
There's
McMahon.
death, there's no
I think
Vince
Mil Mortis
McMahon.
was like what Shao Kahn at one point. He just sat up on a throne with a belt.
There's
Yeah, that was
That
Mill.
was cool.
Yeah.
it's,
Mortis,
it's the
that was
same
great.
producers as The Apprentice?
I see Bray Wyatt
Makes
borrowed his
sense.
pants.
What's that?
Bray Wyatt
Yeah.
borrowed Mil Mortis' pants.
Yeah.
He did
It's
it.
nice that
Thomas.
Bray Wyatt to
Hold on
contribute-
the break. The break conversation has to happen on the show.
It's really
Okay.
nice that he did that right before our 666 episode.
Yes, it's as if It's as if.
Oh my
It's
god!
as if we have an in the company.
I
or
could have done
something.
a kids show like he did, only just like, make it,
For kids.
equal.
Fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone already made that look on WWE 2K19.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Dude,
Nice.
Yeah.
Between that and I have seen like, I think half of like the IWC roster is on there now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
On PS4,
like,
on
on
Xbox One.
it's PS4
Yeah.
because
They don't share
somebody
them?
Yeah, he
somebody's-
was at the dude was at Phoenix's benefit show.
was he?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the guy that does the graphics? That Mayday guy?
I don't know if he does that or not.
Okay, because I know he was at that show too. I wasn't sure it was the same dude. Yeah, it's crazy. Is there a thing that like bumps out those like character cards? Does this go download on PS Share and stuff?
I haven't tried it,
Yeah,
but it might just be a Photoshop thing. Take one buddy out, put a new person in.
I know a lot of you guys are in Fire Pro. When I was poking
Yeah.
around
Yeah?
at that, yeah.
Huh.
Like I know I found like Facade. I think you were in there. Like,
Sweet.
like there's. I'm pretty sure like a lot of
I haven't played Fire Pro in
our
years.
local indie guys, like that the newer one that they put out on like PC and that was in Steam Shop too. So who knows what's on
I'm
PS4?
terrible at computer games, so
Well,
I haven't played much.
it's fine.
Only Unreal Tournament was
Well,
we used to land
The
that.
problem was it defaulted to Japanese.
Mhm.
And I was playing with Carlin, so we're like, I don't know what's happening. And then all of a sudden we were in like a 6-way exploding something match.
That's match.
Like a
Yes.
C4 death match. And we're just like, what do we do with this? And we don't know any of the controls. And we're just like, okay.
I've been playing Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat like it's my job.
Oh, please. I told that to him. I was like, you got Mortal Kombat set up? Let's go.
I've
I've
been
been
playing.
playing Lego Harry
Right.
Potter like it's my job.
I've been playing Mortal Kombat just constantly. And the funny thing is now that you can set your AI character, you don't even have to play the game, and you just get coins and stuff like that faster. So I've been doing that.
Really?
I've been watching Noob Sabat kick butt.
He's better than me anyways.
Was he kicking Noob Cybot?
Noob Sabat.
Wow. Okay. That's a good warm-up.
Yeah.
With the show. That stuff like faded away.
Also, then
yeah, see?
You, like it just
I
disappears.
could
You want to just
throw more on
you
you.
just throw more on me. The idea was I look like I'm covered with the stuff. I guess I still got a little bit here.
Not
Stuff,
bad.
but
I had time to clean
I
up.
don't know. I'm a
It's
little
okay.
red. A little red.
It's all right.
Oh well. All right, let's go. Sharpie?
Yeah,
Oh, red one.
it's only kind of permanent.
I want to talk about Bray in the first part. I want to talk about. I think we just do kind of a scary wrestlers segment in the second segment. No, that can be the question, huh? That's a good big question. Like,
I have a good
I
scary.
feel like we've done
Good
that.
scary
before,
wrestling.
though.
yeah, well, this is a new version with a different lineup of people. I think I have a twist on it too.
Oh,
I need a second segment. And
what if we did? What if we did as the big question? Someone who's never done a scary gimmick.
That'd be good. Can we do a segment on how Vince McMahon's losing his mind?
get a little
I'm
bit?
pretty sure that's the whole show.
Kayfabe news pops up, and I never know if it's real or not. Like I read it, and be like the part where like the part where
Did
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
did you
what-
hear?
WWE blames fans for low ratings. It's like they
Did you
should
hear
watch
the
it anyways.
latest?
Onion is now. You never know if it's real.
Did you hear the latest from today?
Hmm.
What Kairi Sane and Asuka's tag team name is?
Oh yeah.
no, no.
The Kabuki Warriors.
It doesn't even. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not
Yeah. We might as well just call them the Japanese experience.
Yeah, exactly. The geisha experience, something like that.
Oh,
Oh no, that implies something.
when I was in
way
Japan.
different.
there
Hey,
was-
hey, it's
Hopefully
Vince
I don't call 'em
McMahon's
super
mind. I'm
hentai.
just putting it out there.
yeah, don't call him Super Hentai. Oh man, there's this guy here. I think Rhonda punched him out. What was his name? It's in a database somewhere now. Mike, help us out. All right.
I finally finished the Macho Man Doc's work.
Oh no!
I got the last clip.
How many days
today.
did it take? No, we can't. We shouldn't talk about that.
It took me a couple days.
Oh no! For an hour program and all the
For an
footage.
hour.
Oh wow.
There was over 125 clips.
Anyways, all right.
Let's do it.
Hey guys, it is the Wrestling Mayhem Show 666. Finally, we've made it here. Finally, we can end after this.
Scary music things in the background. There's sound
later.
effects, CDs
That's right.
for Halloween.
Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter. You heard him already. Bobby F. J-Town joining us once again from Floodtown, USA, Johnstown, PA.
Hello.
And he has friends with him.
I'm here. I have friends. I have puppets.
Puppets are all the rage in pro wrestling right now.
Puppets and pops. If it starts with a P,
That's Bobby's
we're
world.
not going to go any further.
Okay, also with us from Beacon, New York, he is the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavored letter from the WWE. He is Mad Mike.
Hello, Sorg. It's good to be here.
Wow.
What the hell?
What is it? Wow. You definitely worked in a haunted house at one point.
No, actually, I never have.
Jeez.
I just want to do a gimmick.
That's just how you feel after work.
Yes, that's. Oh, yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Mike just has a fever.
And the only bitch coming in is more cowbell.
I'm just going to slip into that.
No, please don't.
No, I'm going. Hey, if you're bringing out puppets, I'm bringing out a demonic voice.
Wait, how does that one-to-one?
Puppets and demonic voices.
What are we doing? Also with us in the studio, first time at Sorgatron Media Studio here, is Jason Gorey. And we had a little bit of a misunderstanding, if you saw the video or the beginning of the show.
I came up here last week.
Little bit of you came up here, knocked on the door, saw a guy in
Yeah,
the
I saw
vest.
somebody sitting in this spot. I was like, "What's going on?"
Just had this visual of just like a
He
lonely
had like
Gorey.
a freaking construction hat on. I was like, "What's going on?" He's not scary.
He was singing "To Get Low."
Yeah, like how's this scary?
fair.
What the heck?
Like this
I
is,
was
People think
part of
stuff
that.
is scary.
this is where
nowadays, and
Gorey's
it's
like,
not.
"That's too weird for me."
It was legitimately terrifying.
I believe it.
That was actually show 666. This is 667.
This is 666.5.
I think we have the numbers right.
66.6.
Either way, we're calling this officially 666. So there, we need to GoFundMe to send Bobby to Everett, Washington. Wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you need to go
Funko.
up to Everett? Oh, for
Funko.
The Funko.
Oh,
It needs
the
to happen.
Funko store and factory and heaven.
It's just like plastic manufacturing in the end.
I hope
right?
everybody that works there is as tall as the pop figures. So they're just hand
that
painting
would be
them.
It's just like a very strange Oompa Loompa situation, right?
They'd be normal people.
Maybe,
Right.
I guess
pops
But
are
pop
really
size.
useful.
Those are normal,
Like it's a
but-
super. It's
Yeah,
like
but
a race
pop
of
size.
people. Like it's
They'll get that
its own
little
thing.
chick from American Horror Story to like just paint pops.
There you go.
She could get more detail because she could get closer.
There you go.
And her small
Come alive
hands.
at night and like start making more pops. Maybe I just bought one and they just
I
reproduce.
have a feeling we are about like 2 years away from a Funko Pop movie.
Oh, I know.
Oh
we-
It
no!
would
Wasn't
not
there already
shock me.
one?
No,
No?
there isn't
Like
one.
Lego.
I think you're thinking Ugly Dolls.
I
No,
didn't
but
work on with ugly dolls.
there's gonna be a Playmobil movie.
You sure
What?
about that? You might have to look
What?
it up. I
Yeah,
think there was a
this
Funko
year.
Pop movie.
The question is, will it be better than Detective Pikachu? I think not.
No, Detective Pikachu has a Detective Pikachu, so
That's
gonna be
right.
over the top.
That's right. It's like the rated G Deadpool. Anyways, this is the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
It's half Deadpool, half Are You My Mother? It's
Kind of half Ted, isn't it?
No.
Just a little buddy companion movie.
Yeah, but without the interesting parts of Ted.
Well, then who wants to see that?
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Ryan Reynolds doesn't say "fuck you, Thunder" because he is Pikachu, so he
Yeah,
appreciates Thunder.
Yeah,
he makes the lightning with the thunder.
that's right. Anyways, this is the Wrestling Mayhem.
Pokemon podcast.
So would Pikachu be Ted's worst enemy?
Oh my god,
Oh.
I would love to see that
Could
Pokemon.
there be like a
Make
Ted
that
versus
happen.
Pikachu
There's
movie, like
Teddy
Freddy
Bear,
versus Jason?
Oh,
like Mark Wahlberg just say, "All right, Ted, use Drunken Punch."
no. Hey, neither one of them were wearing pants. So This is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Check out everything at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Please subscribe to us on your favorite podcast or video platform. You can also ask your Google Home to play the show, or ask your Amazon Echo to play Wrestling Mayhem Show on TuneIn. And you can email us at
Good times.
Easy for you to say.
good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, 412-206-WMS0, at Mayhem Show on the Twitter, Facebook page and group for Wrestling Mayhem Show, and on the Facebook page we are live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and other platforms across Sorgatron Media. Actually, I think we did this right, and we're actually live on the Wrestling Mayhem Show Periscope as well.
Periscope's still a thing?
Well, it's more just kind of Twitter video. I think we're live. I don't know.
That's
It
the app
says
where it just plays down Periscope.
it says on the one thing it's not popping up, and I still need to try to get that going.
Kelsey
But you
Grammer.
guys here on Facebook hanging out, and we really do appreciate that. Also, thank you to our Patreon supporters. We're getting you guys a lot of content lately, and some of you have been responding to that, and I really do appreciate that. We know you're listening out there. First of all, our friends at the fan of the show $1 level, Bo Diggity! Woo! Ed Berg, Bobby F. J. Town, Tina Keys, and Matthew Jennifer Carlin's Foundation for Podcast Betterment, and Team Hammer Fist. At the Pocky Club $5 level, you're getting some videos. We talked with Gory in the After Dark pre-show
It was
about kind of your visual influences and how Gory got me into independent wrestling.
Bet you didn't know that.
He's the
Unless
reason.
you talked about it before, but
I'm sure I have at some point, but probably not recently for this crop of recent viewers. But yeah, you're completely everything of us attached to independent wrestling on this show is his fault.
this is mine. I'll take the. I haven't got a check yet. What the heck?
You haven't got a check yet.
Where's that?
I didn't say that there's money.
I mean,
there's no money.
if it makes you feel better, neither have I.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, anyways, I owe you a highlight reel. Pocket Club $5 level,
you hear that,
friends.
people?
Yeah, there you go. Bradley Weathers, Doc Remedy, Dave Podner, Kyle Turner, and Daniel Towery. Our friend at the Pizza Club $10 level, Ryan Clark, actually at $13. And our final manager of the show, our friends at Occupy Pro Wrestling. You guys support the show too. Help us keep the lights on here and clean the window after what Gory did
Good luck
outside
cleaning
to
that
it.
I need to power wash the sidewalk. too.
Patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. You're going to power wash the sidewalk. Oh, boy. I'm sure it's not the worst thing that's happened out there.
I think there
Maybe.
was some real. I think there was some right next to it that was a little old. It wasn't for me though.
That was from you. So stuff goes down in this neighborhood once in a while. Anyways, I want to start off with there was this our friend Matt
where's it
Carlins says that happening now. My kid is watching the new Firefly Funhouse segment and insists he's not scared.
There's some of us.
I
out
believe
there.
him.
A rabbit was
Yeah.
reanimated this week.
The rabbit was reanimated.
he
I
was.
didn't catch that. Okay.
He had like stitches, or not stitches, but like band-aids all over him. But he was basically killed off last week.
Yeah. That was the first second murder on WWE. Wait, maybe third.
Maybe third.
There's been a.
There's been a
lot
lot.
of
Actually, a lot of
murders.
people
There's
have
been
died in
other
WWE.
murders.
Yeah.
It's just they do it like once every 10 years.
I mean, think about it. Buried alive match person.
Buried
Technically,
alive
it's
match.
murdered.
There was the Paul Bearer and Cement.
Exploding
Helmet
limo.
Exploding limo.
Which
Yeah.
someone, and I'm not going to say who, but someone in the White House thought that was real.
Melania.
Oh,
Well
jeez.
played, Bobby.
So we've come. I don't know. I guess imagine this is mostly full circle for Bray Wyatt on these Firefly Funhouse segments, which I don't know what we do here except
Well,
for maybe a debut.
Full circle, we have to see what happens in the ring.
Yes.
That's full circle.
I hope the puppets just fight for him.
Is it?
I hope
I
he
was
has a new move.
Try and figure that one out.
I was thinking it was gonna be something like kind of like Finn Balor does, like the demon, as it were, only comes out every once in a while because he said he can control it. So, or is he just gonna be dressed like that all the time?
So he's wowie zowie most
Yeah.
of the time,
Yeah.
until someone pisses him off.
Like
Yeah.
his finishing move is scary Bray Wyatt,
It-
or
it's like if there was a demon No Way Jose.
so. Speaking of No Way Jose, because I had this imagination of
Why?
wait. Speaking of No Way Jose, no, bear with me here. What if when he comes out, because we've established these puppet characters, he just comes out with giant versions of the
Oh my
puppets,
god!
and that's the new
And a
like
conga line.
scary conga line rosebuds.
That'd be
Yes,
amazing.
That'd be
yes, and
great.
please.
Yes.
Yes, we're in
I
with
want
this.
it. I
we
want
we
that.
want
Yes.
that.
Yes.
This visualize you.
Yes. I want him to walk out with the whole like stage set, like on stage when he comes out.
Oh,
Well,
what
do like a
you
Piper
could
fit.
you could redo that with with the graphics behind the. Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
These
That
are,
I could see.
these are all good ideas. WWE, please. So,
Steal them. Steal
Yes,
them.
please steal
we're
all
giving
these.
You, we're giving you gold here.
So I mean, and this is again very appropriate for episode 666. But not everything has worked out well with Bray over the years. There was something about him going off about something, and Randy Orton responding with you made them spend $500,000 to have projection bugs at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That was weird. I don't know how that was supposed to play out.
I don't know either. I didn't know what was
It
going on.
can't have been great for people live.
Oh, definitely. If they're like a
Right?
half a mile away, they're not going to be able to see some
Right.
projectile in the ring.
Right. I mean, this
And plus,
is
even if they can see it, then they can't see what's happening in the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Corey. You got to be thinking a lot about like how things kind of, I'm thinking stage. Like you got to think about the back row, how things look, right?
Exactly. Because they're paying money to see it too. So.
Yeah. So I mean, it seems a little weird. Also, and then of course we have a Dark Haunted House match that everybody's going to watch on a projector. Oh no! Is this for real? Wait, hold that up.
This is
Hold
real.
on a second. There we go. Bobby
is
F.
real.
J. Town is all elite. I love the puppets are in there too.
Can we send that to them?
That's
Cody,
that's Alex Cars. Put that in our
Puppet
Slack.
Master.
Thank you so much. I can't imagine anybody else's being as awesome as that. To be honest. Oh jeez. I can't-
That's my new job, guys.
I just
Congratulations.
just saw it pop up. I'm like, oh boy,
See
I have.
this out.
I'm
I
glad
have to
I'm
share
glad
this
the
with
show has
everyone.
created opportunities for you, Bobby.
I've been signed to All Elite Wrestling.
Now the thing says all elite, like Bobby F.J.
Bobby.
Town.
Bobby, no one on this show works for wrestling companies. What are
No.
you talking
It's true.
No,
None
nobody.
of us do. No, definitely
Nobody.
not. Nope.
But
Well, except for our
Lon-
guests.
Except for the wrestler.
Yes, except for our guests.
Geez. So we'll see what happens with Bray here. Man, who does he? What's the natural? Like, where does he start?
Rollins.
Rollins? You
Yeah.
think you?
Think right away.
Did you see the tweet? I shared this in
The
the.
one thing I'd love to see, I don't think that's going to happen, but Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Really?
He tweeted back at Joe.
We need Sammy to have something.
Yeah.
He tweeted back at Joe.
So I lost my thought.
He
Sorry.
also tweeted Rollins and Reigns. He's like, "Hey guys,
Yeah.
sorry about all the terrible stuff I've done to you in the past years. If you're ever looking for a third for a Shield reunion, I'd be all in."
You can do the Shield, Sierra Echo, all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
so good. Yowie, wowie.
I love that his icon is like a cartoon version of
Yeah.
Happy Bray Wyatt right now.
Yeah.
It's like this is going well. Again, and I shared it on the Mayhem Show Twitter. Tom Savini.
Yeah, he did the thing.
He talked about his team that worked on it and gave them props and everything about the new mask and everything. And I know, Mike, you were talking about the overtones of the new 52 Joker in this. And thank you, Podner and others, for the Juggalo jokes that I've been tagged in since. I appreciate that.
Was trying to avoid the Juggalo joke, to be honest.
It kind of goes. I mean,
I like the mask. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I like the mask, but I wish it was a little bit more like the concept art.
Oh, I didn't even see the
Oh, I
concept.
didn't see the
The
concept.
art for it. It was like more. like a realistic mouth being stretched out.
They might have that for when he's actually like in ring.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like the concept art was really good.
Speaking of this and this local connection, we were talking about a little bit, and I wanted to save it for the show. Gory, you have your masks as well, and we were talking about you have a local connection as well for how those are made. Who is also from the Savini school, right?
Yes.
So, and we talked. I know Larry has maybe not been happy with some of the things like the Basham Brothers masks. I think at some point, like the new
You
sheet
mean the
mask.
Bludgeon Brothers?
Bludgeon Brothers? What did I say? Bashams?
You said
No, I was like, what?
That was a while ago. That was a while ago. Where are the Basham brothers now? We know we found Joe Farmer. Oh, we need to talk about that too. We found Joe Farmer, but the Basham brothers are just MIA. But what was my point? I forget. What do you, Corey? What do you think about these kind of Savini masks that have been popping up? We've seen the Bludgeon Brothers got it this time. Versions of the sheep mask and everything. We've seen. I think one of Triple H's skull mask was made by the team as well. What do you think about that kind of them using that kind of local talent?
I think it's great because Tom Savini, he's one of the best out there, and his students are just as good as him. And Jordan Patton shows that with his work.
And Jordan Patton works on your masks.
Yeah, he's the one who works on my masks
as well. So, this is a whole different. We've always had scary wrestlers.
Always.
Yeah, back to I can think of Papa Shango, Bruiser Brody. Maybe not. The theatrics. I feel like Papa Shango was kind of the first.
Papa Shango was what made me got into wrestling. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that
him
makes
making
sense.
Ultimate Warrior puke. I was sold. I was like, that's it. Yeah. Seeing that when I was that age, I was like, how is this happening?
I remember we had Toddy here with some old WWF magazines. I'm always remember I remember explicitly reading an article about Papa Shango and how weird and twisted he was in that, because they just all that expedition of those characters worked really well with that. That's also when I'm just yeah, wrestling's still real, right?
Yeah, so, Ultimate Warrior bleeding black blood from his head.
Yeah.
Just having that goes back to the bugs.
Yeah.
That were projected. It wasn't a something physically you could see it, but it wasn't. People knew it was a projection. But back then, when you actually physically see Ultimate Warrior puking oatmeal on the refs while he's convulsing, or the blood running down his head isn't CGI. I think it makes it more real.
I remember explicitly the Ultimate Warrior snake pit, where he walked in the room with Jake the Snake, and I remember and again I'm watching these on Sunday mornings, right, and just being creeped out as a I don't know what 10-year-old at the time. Some kid watching, maybe Carlin's kid, who's completely not scared of the Firefly Funhouse right now.
Definitely not scared at all.
Some kid is just okay, that was creepy and that's not okay, right? Yeah. Some kid, and strangely, that's when it's successful, right? When it's just hey, we just creeped the crap out of kids.
That's the best when you can.
Yeah, because it's. You've seen this.
It makes it that more real to them because they're a kid.
Yeah.
So.
How many times have you made kids cry?
Oh, I would try to make one a show if I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes with it. But I want to talk a little bit more about this. But first, I want to give a shout out. Hey, there's some wrestling happening coming up that you guys can check out. I know we talk about a lot of local stuff, a lot of stuff on our digital platforms, but we are actually going to be kicking off a iPay-per-view series next week, May 25th, with our friends at Angel Gate Wrestling. It's May 25th at 7 p.m. If you maybe don't want to go double or nothing and want to kind of check out some women's wrestling, support somebody on this level, here's your chance to check out friends of the show like Ray Lynn, Lady Frost, as well as Christina Marie, Queen Aminata. I'm going to get really good at saying that. I have problems with that one.
It's a rough one.
Ronnie Nicole, Casey Spinelli, and so much more. Casey Spinelli, a First Angel Gate show that I got to attend, just was the show, right? All the girls did great, but she just took over that between the intermission. I have never seen her before. Have you been on a show with her?
No.
Big personality. There's I always say the main event. When the main event's there, at intermission, right?
Yeah.
They're just going, and I think she's like the main event of the women's wrestling as well. But they, made sure everybody had a good time at that show, and some great matches. I think she has like multiple belts at this point across several continents. So doing some really cool stuff. You can go follow Angel Gate on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at AngelGatePWX for more details. And please go over to IndieWrestling.us to find out more information. And there's a link over there if you guys want to go ahead and pre-order the pay-per-view. We'll be going live with that, and really good card lined up there. I know one match that has been made is Holodead versus Ray Lynn. So go check that out, and all those are going to be a part of that as well. So looking forward to that. So let's see. We've been talking about some scary wrestlers here. So from the one question I had, and kind of big question-ish, I suppose, was what is a time in wrestling that like has scared you, like as a youth, or now, or last week, Bobby? Like stuff that you've seen in person that that has been like at least giving you pause, right?
What kind of scary?
Like kind of like how I was talking about the snake pit thing, saying like, oh, that's or Macho Man getting bit by the snake.
Yeah, that was a good one. I have one.
Go ahead, Bobby.
I probably shared this on the show before. When I was a child, Sid Vicious used to scare the crap out of me. Because he would always come on and say, I am the master and the ruler of the world. And it would just like freak me out. And I would always have to say World Wrestling Federation afterwards. Because I didn't want to accept Sid as like the ruler of the world.
Like it bothered you that much?
It bothered me. I was like, is this guy going to take over the world?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to take over the world.
Oh,
like
boy.
it scared me. Sid was a scary dude.
So was this like the WWF like mid '90s run he was doing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And then transferred over to WCW too when he was there.
Maybe that's scary. I don't know. I'm just thinking back to back in the day, and I like the weird things you'd believe when you were younger, like the Papa Shango days, right? The Jake Snake days. We were dumb kids. I remember like believing like how could
kids are stupid.
How could Elizabeth cheat on Macho with Ric Flair when those pictures hit the magazine?
To be fair, Photoshop was not widely acceptable.
No. Like I remember like having both issues of WWF magazine, like the quote real ones with Macho Man and the doctored ones with Ric Flair, and just looking and just be like, how did they do this, man? Yeah. How did they do this?
Right?
And they like investigated
that NASA
it.
technology back then.
Right, and they circled all these like tapes, like these Coliseum video tapes that belonged to Macho Man of like all the matches he was in and stuff from his library. And it was just like stuff like that. Always kind of was interesting. Matt thinks that we forget a lot of the creepy stuff. Mm-hmm. Says Carlins.
I remember beaver cleavage.
Beaver cleavage.
Beaver cleavage. Okay, not that kind of scary.
Waylon Mercy was pretty scary.
What's that?
Waylon Mercy.
See, I
yeah.
didn't
see the Cape Fear gimmick.
Yeah, he was like the predecessor to Bray Wyatt.
Tina saying
that's why the buzzard's called Mercy.
Yeah.
Tina's saying the
He had the knife tattooed on his forehead.
Really?
Yeah.
God, I gotta watch some Waylon Mercy. Apparently,
lives are gonna be in Waylon Mercy's hands.
Tina's calling up, as cheesy as it was, the promo for Sting versus Jake the Snake for "Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal." I was scared as a kid. I need to find this one too. What?
Yeah, I can't remember.
What was that? Was that like the Uncensored or something? Or
no, that was even before that.
Yeah,
that was before that. Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal. Oh god, I want to say that was Spring Stampede. I might be wrong on that. Let me double check.
I scary to kids.
I'll give you one story. I don't think I've ever told this. There's a reason that I was never introduced to NWA, other than not having cable. They had tapes. Like, I rented the hell out of the WWF stuff, right? And there were tapes of, I believe, Starrcade. And one of them had the scaffold match.
Mm.
And I remember seeing it and saying, and kind of being too scared to rent it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, as a kid, or as, like, oh, I don't know if I want to see that movie. Kind of like that new Brightburn movie. Like, I want to see that, but I don't know if I want to see that in the theater because it looks pretty intense, right?
I don't.
It looks awesome.
Intense is good.
But at the time, as a kid and stuff. And
as a kid.
I was exposed to way too many horror movies by
Yeah, I
and
think after the
relatives.
Pablo Shaw thing, it just got me hooked. So I wasn't really scared with it. I was intrigued by it. So.
Right. So it was just like, but the lighting was different because WWE was very bright.
Yeah.
Right, and there was this those pictures of the scaffold, and I didn't know who the Road Warriors were. There were face paint guys, and looking at the images, I did not think it was professional wrestling.
Mm.
I thought it was, I guess, in my head, something akin to what is now UFC and MMA.
Mm.
I'm just like, somewhere there's this thing. Also, at the time, wrestling was like real and definitely all of it, right?
Mm.
So I'm watching that, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. As like an 8-year-old, say, I don't think I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I could have been introduced to all these characters that I'm like scanning through the network and looking for the stuff. Going back through, watching old Starrcades, watching old WCWs I've never seen.
I was just watching World War III the other night. So.
Oh, those are nice,
those are a tough watch.
Oh.
Those are a fun clusterfuck.
There was a point where Booker T and Stevie Ray, like Stevie Ray's getting beat up and Booker T's standing right by him. He looks at him and he just walks away. And I'm like, that's your tag team partner. Why did you helping him out?
What's happening?
He was like, I'm going to go over here now. And
It wasn't like
away.
a breakup angle or something.
No,
it was just
the cluster of everybody going on. He probably didn't even like register that he was there because there was so many people.
And them trying to do like 3 commentary teams. It makes you like long for the recent segments of, hey, let's have a commentary team and New Day is going to do their thing over here.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
rough.
People
talking over people.
It was like it was so like, we're going to do this thing, and despite being one of the bigger production companies in the world, TV companies in the world, we're not going to consider flow of production.
No, I think they were. I think they were just throwing stuff at walls and hoping it stuck. Like just trying different things out, seeing what
can make us different from the competition.
Yeah. Let's have 3 rings and a ton of people.
Tina is calling out Halloween Havoc 1992.
Yeah, I was waiting for.
Is that the electric chair match?
No, Halloween Havoc 92 was Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal.
That was Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal. Okay.
Halloween Havoc 91 was the Chamber of Horrors match.
I mean, the Chamber of Horrors match is ridiculous.
I just remembered another.
I didn't watch that until I was an adult, so I was never scared of it. But
yeah,
I just remembered another one that scared me. Nails. You remember Nails?
Yeah.
Man, when his promos would come on, I would be like, "Oh my god, what is this guy?"
Yeah.
I mean, even as like I think that the Boogeyman to probably kids whenever he was around WWE, that really probably got him because those worms were real. They saw that going in, so. I appreciate the Boogeyman.
And I think that also creeped out people on several levels.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Doink was probably
not
scary.
even just the
And
worms, but probably
honestly-
just somebody spitting something into your own mouth.
Wait.
Mouth.
I want to go to Bobby. But Mike, we'll get to you in a sec. But Doink the Clown, like when Creepy
When
Doink
the bad
came
guy-
out.
Evil Doink?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
That music.
it was the music. It was the creepy clown thing, and I watched enough of it to be scared of that, and that's really what he played on at the time, right? Like I think it came out like just a few years before that, perhaps.
Still an late play, but nobody else did it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Like let's just do a creepy clown. I think he started creepy and then went good. Right?
He started creepy, then went
flip-flop,
jokey.
Yeah, went jokey with that.
Once he got him,
Dink was involved. That was the.
Mad Mike, what about you? What was that?
Fuck, I have one. No, I lost it. Fuck, what was it? I have one. I just lost it.
I'm sorry. I put.
Oh no, early Mankind stuff.
Oh yeah.
Early Mankind,
Wanna figure out?
where he's in like the boiler room with just a little silhouette, and he's just talking and rocking back and forth.
Weren't there early bits about rats?
Yes.
Yeah.
or something.
He
Yeah.
named one of the rats.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause, that was like that. Yeah, Ministry of Darkness was mentioned. I think I
Love the
already
Ministry of
said.
Darkness.
What the hell? Jen
Naked
says.
Midian.
Jen Carlin says that Ric Flair's entrance theme scared her as a child.
Really?
Okay.
Now you love the Charlotte version. That's all techno.
Yeah, like oh yeah, okay. Oh, I had something with that. What were you just talking about, Mike? Oh,
The
yeah,
Mankind stuff with the
Ministry
rats.
Darkness. I mean, when we got to the point where, although
Where
the-
you're sacrificing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Stephanie McMahon.
that was again like we were in this like kind of
They
getting
turned Dennis
realish.
Knight into Midian.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting this realish
Midian
thing, and
was
this cult thing
scary.
is happening on WWF at the time. It kind of like, oh, that's a little. I don't know about this.
Yeah.
Big
Right.
Daddy V.
Big Daddy V, just
At least
in
Midian
general.
had all his clothes on.
I don't know
back
what
then.
was scary.
That was Midian. Yeah.
Viscera, or Big Daddy V when he was trying to get the spicy
World's
meatball.
largest love machine.
Oh man,
At least he didn't get anybody pregnant with a hand.
that's true. That's true. He was a little sexual chocolate 2.0,
A
wasn't
little bit.
he? Yeah.
A little bit. Like the gothier version.
Yeah.
Like
He was sexual dark chocolate.
Oh no. Oh no.
Really? Because he was gothic.
Okay. Okay. Huh?
he was
Moving
like if
on.
Mark Henry went to Ceremony back in the day. Do you remember Ceremony?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it was above it was below Club Laga. And it was the creepiest goth club you could probably ever go to. I went there once and I just stood around like I was like, no.
Man, in the late
Walked out.
'90s, I felt brave walking into Hot Topic. No, not walking into Hot
Still,
Topic.
Hot Topic was great.
Walking
back then,
into
though.
the back of Hot Topic, be like, oh, there's some shit in here.
Yeah,
That's
they're
where I
just
get my
like,
pops.
like Hot Topic felt like the place where you
yeah,
discovered.
it's not all unicorns
No,
and
and
Sum
Pops,
41. It's,
a wall
That's
of
where I get
Pops
my
and
pops now.
Captain Marvel. It was like
It was just a lot of leather.
you felt like if you walked into the back of a Hot Topic in the late '90s, you're about to get introduced to witchcraft.
yeah, it was great.
That's what I just brought up. Johnny the
They,
Homicidal.
they always had some like Cradle of Filth playing or something
Yeah!
like that. Yeah, now
I
you
have
go
a
in there,
Hot Topic
Newfound Glory's
employee.
like blast, and
Yeah, it's just like, what is this?
This isn't
I have
Spencer's.
the
What
Hot
the?
Topic employee exclusive pop.
See,
Hot Topic guy.
case and point. Okay,
It was given to me
it was
by
good.
a former employee of Hot Topic.
Wait, are you getting some shady backroom deals on your pop collection
It
there?
was in the leather section.
Was it in the leather section?
in the
There was
leather.
never real leather in Hot Topic.
Oh, I'm sorry, pleather section.
Thank you very much. Now back to the
Leather
day,
and Hardy Boy sleeves.
it was all about pleather. It was all about pleather and those pants that were way too big.
The Jinkos?
Jinkos.
Yeah.
I should have wore
Yeah.
some today. I still got a pair.
I had some of those.
yeah.
Yeah. Or
I wore them to them gathering juggler that we used to go
of
to.
course.
Heck
Of
yeah.
course.
They were the only pants you could fit a 2-liter in the back pocket.
Somebody snuck. You know,
That was, it was you could carry 2, but like you're kind of walking a little slow.
our friend that was a big kind of techno guy. He's the guy that jumped on stage with Moby during the Rolling Rock pay-per-view back like 2000. He once walked into a theater with the 2-liter in his front. In his pants.
Oh yeah,
And he was like walking. He was walking awkwardly, but nobody stopped him.
yeah. Why would you? You'd just be like, man, his pants are just way too big. You can't walk in them.
That's right.
Like
that's
if parents would wear them today, they could get their kids into movies for free because they just stick them up under the legs and walk in. Just be like, hold on to my calves and just walk right in.
Tina's talking about walking into Spencer's and feeling brave in the 90s. Hey, there's that sex toy section or vibrator section. What is this
They're
show?
massagers.
Massagers, yes. Jeez.
That was the worst when you were looking for like a good metal poster and then you flip and it's just like a dude with a towel over himself and you're like, wow, like being like being like 12
didn't
or
sign up for
13.
this.
Yeah, you're just like, oh man, you're like, oh cool, Limp Bizkit, Corn. Oh, dick, sweet. Like, you just-
Yeah, they
I was.
did just
Why did?
have,
What was the
like, open
placement for it
nudity
though?
in
It
those
was like, yeah, it
posters
was.
back then.
It wasn't.
Who put
it wasn't
this stuff in
sectioned
order?
off. They should
Yeah.
give you like anything. Like
Do not pass.
You know?
Sorry, Mike, you were saying?
They really just did sell openly nude posters back in the day, didn't
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, no
I believe
warning,
they did.
nothing. There wasn't like a black, like one that said, "Hey, like over 18" or something like
The
that.
90s was like crazy.
great.
It was like the 90s was the perfect like amount of neon and just dark shit.
Yeah,
Both in
And then
in
Batman and Robin happened.
then Batman and Robin happened and we lost that. Just both in real life and professional wrestling, because you know how many indie wrestlers got Jinkos as their ring gear.
that'd be hard to wrestle in.
But everybody wanted a Hardy
Crazy.
Boys, and they're not getting like the
Yeah.
tight ones
Well,
like they
were
had.
those the Jinkos or were those the what were they called? They were something else. The ones with all the straps.
Yeah,
and the,
yeah.
like they were black or they had the bright colors on them. I can't think of what they
there
were
are
called.
young wrestling fans listening to this.
They have
right
no
now.
clue what we're
They're
talking
like,
about.
what the hell?
Go
are
out and
you...
get your pair of Jinkos. You don't even need a backpack.
Nope.
You can
No,
fit you could put a book in the back pocket.
It's like
Like-
today. There's the tactical pants where you can fit an iPad in the pocket.
Yeah.
like this was like an
you
early.
you could fit a whole laptop computer
Yeah.
in that back pocket.
It was like
tactical pants is hilarious.
what?
The words tactical pants together.
yeah, if
it's
it's not
just
military,
hilarious.
why are they
It's
tactical?
like Arthur's tactile neck.
To me, it was funny.
Oh jeez, I love the. I don't know when this became a back in my day show. Actually, it kind of is when we're talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
How did we even get here? Ministry of Darkness, right?
And the Brood.
And
like,
the Brood. Oh,
come
the
on,
Brood.
The Brood.
The Brood was
Oh,
all
Brood.
was
Big
all
blood.
that. How was Hot Topic in the '90s not big into WWF stuff, and
I have
now
no
of
clue.
course you have like
I would love for an employee to just come up through a ring of fire before they checked me out back then. That would have been
there
amazing.
you go. There you go.
I would have bought so much more stuff.
We're like, dude,
Hold
just,
on, it's in the back.
Brood was scary though. I never thought the Brood was scary. I thought they were just more cool.
They were cool.
they were cool.
Yeah.
They were.
Kevin Thorne.
I mean,
and
they were
Ariel.
cool.
I think to the younger people watching back then though, the bloodbath would freak you out
yeah.
Yeah.
because like even whenever the Godwins would slop somebody, you'd be like, oh, that's gross. You
Remember
know,
Ariel
but blood,
on
that's like a
ECW?
different.
Ariel used to hang upside down on the ropes in ECW.
Well, that was
That was different.
also for yeah.
That was a different time.
That was a different time. We also had exhibition dancing with Kelly Kelly.
If you
Kelly
could call it
Kelly.
dancing.
Oh man.
I mean, Layla, yeah, but
what's that?
I mean, Layla, yeah, she could dance.
She could dance. Wait, was she a
Kelly
dancer
Kelly
too?
kind of like swayed.
Was she kind of? I mean,
It was her. It wasn't it?
listen, we weren't in for Kelly Kelly's dancing. It was the promise. It was the
like
it was the
her-
faint promise that we were on
No, I
live
didn't.
TV and somebody would drop a towel. I mean, they were playing definitely male emotions there. Not as much as probably the Attitude Era Sable.
See that, or ECW days.
Yeah.
Remember they had technical difficulties, so they just had Kimono LA just dance on top of the
Dance on
arena.
top of
Yes,
the-
Like that
by
was the
the
best
way-
filler of
We
time for
referenced
back
that a
then for
lot.
that crowd.
By
you
the
know?
way,
a
and by
bunch
the
of
way,
drunk guys like
the offer made by Shirley Doe and Duke Davis on Hardcore Memories over on the Indie Wrestling Network still applies. If we get to 200 subscribers, we will attempt to book Kimono Wanalea to dance atop the Sorgatron Media Studio. So please subscribe
Really,
to IndieWrestling.network.
neighbors
There's
will
a
love
free
that.
trial. You know what? After what we did tonight out there,
right.
I
It's
mean,
like,
there's plenty of. I mean, people.
they're spitting blood.
You know how
this
many
girl's
people just walk
dancing.
up and
Yeah.
say, "What do you guys do in there?" Just
Don't worry about it. Like,
Keep moving.
don't
yeah,
ask questions you
Don't-
don't want answers to.
exactly, exactly.
I have to get something in the back.
Or you just hear.
Wow.
You never know. You never know. Anyways, hey, you know what I do know? I like pizza. You
Oh,
like
pizza's
pizza,
great.
Bobby? You like pizza?
Pizza's great.
Pizza's cool. Want to give a shout out to our friends
It's
up
not
the
scary at
streets.
all.
No, not scary at all. Our friends up at Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza here in Beachview, Carnegie, PA, East End, and PNC Park, home of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And of course, please, I know there's plenty of you all over the country. I'm looking at names over in the Northwest and the Midwest. And is that Midwest? Is Kansas City Midwest? Yeah, right? Am I getting my geography right?
Kansas? Nah, Kansas
no,
is like
Kansas,
right in the middle.
Kansas City.
Kansas City?
the middle America. Hello, middle America. Listen,
below
you need to improve your pizza population. And to do that, help our friends at Slice on Broadway. In your town, likely there is a Broadway Avenue or Broadway Street or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just that first word, Broadway. If you have that, please take a picture of that. Please tweet PGH_Slice on the Twitter and let them know you would like a slice on your Broadway. These guys have grown from 1 to 4 locations in these several years since we've been talking about them on this podcast, Mayhem Bump, and we want to help them go nationwide. So let them know, #, at PGH_Slice. I would like a slice on my Broadway, and please take a picture of your Broadway. That doesn't mean something else somewhere else, does it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
What's a Broadway?
I hope it
Okay.
doesn't.
I should start thinking about
That's
that.
what she said.
So with that, hey, we'll come back with some other version of the big question here after this message with our guest, Jason Corey. Boom. I burned one version of it, but I thought that was, it was good for our 666.
There's a lady ref in All Elite.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the one. I think she's from the Northwest, too.
My girl just said Kamala was the one that scared her.
Oh, yeah, Kamala.
Yeah.
At that show I was telling you about in Detroit. So I'm not recording this part, but it's out to you guys. So I got there because Beastman was like, "Hey, we're going to be doing a thing." It's like, "Oh, cool, yeah, I'm in Michigan for work, so I'll swing by." And he does a match against this guy is named the Soul Taker.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know this guy?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
He went by another name.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So complete Undertaker dude.
Yeah.
It looks like
He's jacked.
He looks like if Duke Davis was wearing a black mask and did all Undertaker moves.
See, I thought
But
he looked like
verified, not as tall as Duke Davis.
no. He kind of looks like if Predator mixed his head with Duke Davis's head.
What?
Because he kind of got that thing on top.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But because he's got it's like it looks like the cane mask, the toy cane mask that we've had on this
I
show.
got a picture with him.
You got a picture with him?
Oh yeah, of course. I saw him on a show and I was like, "Holy crap!" What? And he just looks like the way he could. I don't know why he does the gimmick. It's so crazy.
It's but it was I enjoy when I see a match and it's just like I just watched Undertaker Kamal.
Yeah.
Was basically him and Beastman. And who was it?
Yeah.
I saw a giant bone in
There he
the
is.
store.
There's your camera over there. There you go.
Soul
There's
Taker was
see it?
actually an original
Can you see
gimmick
it?
for
Wait, I can't get with these headphones on.
Papa Tonga.
Soul Taker was Papa Shango's original gimmick.
Yep.
Little blurry. Right there. There he is. There he is. That looks just like the cane mask. Yeah. It does. It is. It's just his dreads weren't as poofy when I saw him. There you go. There you go.
Katana has an Oscar mask in Mortal Kombat 11.
You're having way too much fun with that.
Awesome.
He can look into your soul. Thing is, when he does that, it's up 3 times over here.
It was great on that
Stork.
one.
Stork. Papa Shango called himself the Soul Taker.
Oh, it's right there. That's even better.
In USWA.
In USWA, he was the Soul Taker?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, we got to come back with that. Did you, Bobby, Mike, did you have another big question we could use?
Did you want to do the other one I thought of?
What was the other one?
Scary gimmicks.
What wrestler who hasn't done a scary gimmick should?
Yes. I think we could have fun with that one.
Yeah, Tina, I saw that. WWE's second female ref
What
got
was this?
signed by AEW.
As Danny? Is that from the thing that you guys were doing?
On Saturday, yeah.
Oh, no. What promotion is that?
It was PW. It was Pro Wrestling Empire Legacy. It was a couple different promotions that went together to do it. Yeah, we went
Interesting.
House of 1,000 Corpses on her.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a
Atticus' skin mask.
there's a
I'm
promo
looking
out there.
around, and he has a skin mask on her, and I'm like, oh, that's great.
There's a promo out there, you guys. Who is it? Is it on your Facebook or something?
Yeah, or it's either on my. All of it should be on my page.
Okay.
If not, it's on Pro Wrestling Empire's page.
Pro Wrestling
too.
Empire. So there was a was it all of you guys or just you
It was just me that was
It was
stalking.
just you on that.
Yeah.
So culmination, Corey. You just had a match with Facade this weekend, and they did a thing where they're stalking them. Did you kidnap Danny?
Yeah, it was. The whole angle was that I was taking away his happiness so he could feel as miserable as I was, because we were a tag team, and then he met her, and our tag team kind of stopped, and Flippin' Ain't Easy became the Neon Blondes type of thing. So I wanted to take Danny away, so Facade could feel what I felt, stuff like that. Yeah, and people were like trying to make it creepy, like I was trying to like kidnap Danny and stuff like that for like different reasons, and I'm like, no, it's like
We're like, no, we're not going that way.
No, it's not
this.
going that way. No,
Jeez.
I think it's just. I think it may have had that vibe a little bit just because they were sleeping.
I mean, it's creepy either way.
It's
I mean, in
creepy,
Paranormal
right?
Activity, ghosts are looking at you while you're sleeping. They're not trying to do like crazy shit to you.
Well, I don't know. Did you see Ghostbusters?
The original?
Ray totally got head from a ghost.
Ugh. I didn't know that.
See, I usually watch the TV version because that's what I had recorded and watched so many times.
You get like the Raisinets commercials in it.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. But it skipped the part. It skipped the ghost blowjob.
Ah, well,
Yes.
yeah, that's not really.
And then like years later,
blowjob in that
years
movie.
later, I got the DVD and I'm like, what the fuck is this scene?
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
And then probably whenever you're a kid watching it, you're just like, oh no, the ghost is gonna get him.
When I was a kid, I didn't understand it,
Yeah,
and then they had it on TV. I taped it, and that's what I watched.
Yeah.
And just like, and you get just like, what is this? There's a couple of things in there. You're just like, wow.
Or I feel like you're watching it.
I love Ghostbusters. Watched it like 100 times, but not the right version.
Right over your head.
That was how I first saw Mallrats. I saw Mallrats, the TV edit version. The fortune teller scene plays a lot differently when you buy the DVD.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Alex, you're going to have to help me with some of these horror movie references.
It was about a clown.
I love Tina. Ooh, the kidnapping thing with Facade?
Yeah.
I love it.
Go to my page, facebook.com/. Wait, are we live
there
right
you
now?
go. We're live. Yeah,
Okay.
we're not recording, but we are still live. They can hear
okay.
us. Have you done the Northwest
Northwest.
of America?
No.
No?
No.
We got to get you up there
Yeah.
so Tina can see you in action.
Heck yeah.
Tina, hook some
Other
people up.
promotions. Jason Gorey at gmail.com is the email.
There you go.
With the
And
G.
or you can go to the fun.
I don't know. Yeah, the Jason Gorey at the Funko shop. It'll be like that time we took Facade to Toonsium when they had the Ninja
I
Turtle
want to
thing.
see them little people painting them up. I'm telling you, like, I was all for it. Like,
These are good ideas. All right, I'm going to roll back here with this. What were we going to come back with?
Soul Taker.
Soul Taker. So yeah, we were talking a little bit off air here. That Beastman, the show I saw, International Big Time Wrestling, this past weekend, which I talked about on the Monday Mayhem wrap up. He took on a guy named Soul Taker. Soul Calibur. Yes. So Beastman, Soul Taker. I think you can imagine how he wrestles, and it was basically like an Undertaker versus Kamala match. Pretty simple, fun. And what was it? Mike, you had that note, I believe.
Yeah, Papa Shango used to wrestle as the Soul Taker in USWA.
Wow.
see, nothing's original, man. I'm telling you. It's so hard to do.
Well, I mean, half of stuff like that is taken from movies as it is,
Yeah,
right?
true.
I mean, we talked about your influences off air a little bit, and it's just like it is a lot of that, you know.
Yeah.
Like the skin mask. Where's the skin mask on? We were just talking about the thing you did with all House of 1,000 Corpses on somebody,
Yeah.
you know, in a match. So
That seems great in Devil's Rejects.
Hmm?
Where she had her boyfriend's face on and runs and gets, she just is like, oh, and then runs and gets hit by the truck. It's amazing.
high points.
That's what
high
I
points.
wanted from that stuff, like, you know. But the production was like not there.
Yeah. Mad Mike, you
Yes.
have a big question for us.
I do.
Let's spin this on its head.
So, we were talking before the show about what our big question would be, and we've done like favorite scary gimmick, favorite scary match. You know, we've done stuff like that before.
We've been at this for a while.
yeah, 665 times as of present, considering this one's not done. I think, somewhere around there.
Or some can say it was done in the first 10 minutes. That depends on your opinion.
Yeah, well, but I wanted to flip that on its head. Who would you pick to do a scary gimmick that never has before? So that's the big question.
Like, who is Husky Harris now, and we want to become Bray Wyatt
Yes.
on paper?
Yeah, like I thought of this question. I don't even know my answer yet.
I got one.
That's a
Okay.
thinker.
But I think Bobby has a visual for his answer.
I know she's done it before, but she hasn't done it in WWE yet. I want freaking scary clown Asuka. That's what I want. That's what I've always wanted.
Wouldn't that be a nice second to this new iteration of Bray Wyatt?
Yeah. Or Nikki Cross.
I feel so bad. Back on that. I feel so bad. I think we were talking about this earlier. Trip Cassidy tweeted. Somebody had tweeted him, tagging him, saying, "Oh, so new Bray Wyatt is Trip Cassidy with a budget." You see a little bit. I've only seen one match. I caught him in Tennessee a few weeks ago, but
I'm sure Bray probably got that. Bray probably has had this idea by himself.
yeah, that was the biggest thing. Is that write up that they did with the Savini School said it was a lot of like his own.
Is his mask a clown?
I thought
didn't
it comes
get a
off as a
clown
clown.
vibe.
You didn't get a clown
Not like
vibe?
the
No,
Joker.
I got like a gremlin vibe from it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like somebody said it's like a mix of Violator from Spawn and the Joker.
Oh,
Mm,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
I
very
see that.
Violator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, Spawn. Remember Spawn was cool. I hope this movie does something.
I watched that whole HBO series.
Oh, dude, I own it all on DVD.
Spawn is a rumored Mortal Kombat 11 DLC character.
He's supposed to be there. He better be.
Mhm.
I don't even think you can watch Spawn if you get HBO Go.
I don't think so.
That's
no, 'cause
weird.
I
It's-
don't think they have the rights for it anymore.
That sucks. Anyways, back to the answers.
Probably got it on Amazon for like $2.
Yeah,
My answer is Spawn.
Your answer is Spawn. Wait,
Who
what?
would you have be Spawn, Bobby?
Asuka.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
I thought you were
Mad
gonna
Mike.
go a little bit more on brand and say Titus O'Neil, but okay.
What?
Well,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Or
Titus. You know what? I'll take
That's
Titus
not
as
wrong.
Spawn. Dear WWE Films.
Bobby Lashley might do like because he's got the jackness for it.
You can do it. Yeah.
I don't picture.
Titus is taller though, right?
I don't picture
Titus
Spawn.
is a tall man.
Apollo
Yeah, he
Crews.
is pretty
I don't
tall.
picture Spawn as being like a jack
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, but do you think that while they're filming, he's just gonna fall and slide under stuff? Like I think that'd be their thing. Like, he'd be
Welcome
like,
to
well,
the
you
wa-
need a stuff
hell.
double. You need a
Welcome
stunt
to the
double.
wacky adventures of Spawn.
Yeah,
Can slide into hell.
he just trips and falls into the portal back home, and he's like, "Oh shit, I'm here."
How'd you get
Like-
the hell?
No.
Oops.
Hold on, I gotta go back to hell.
Sorg,
That's how he exits every scene. He just runs and falls, and he's gone.
can we petition someone to make the wacky adventures of Spawn? like, I want Spawn done in the fashion of Teen Titans Go.
Oh man. Oh man.
Friends.
These are
Like
good
somewhere in the
ideas.
70s.
Hey, you never know what's gonna happen when this movie hits. Maybe it'll be big, and we will get like these
Oh,
weird
boy.
spin-offs. You know, we'll get the was it the superhero squad version of Spawn?
Yes.
the chibi version.
I want
Oh
them to
my
make an
God.
Avengers, but with all horror characters.
You mean like just like dark?
Them killing people. Yeah,
That
just
is
seeing who
correct.
could like.
like
Wasn't Savage Dragon in
I'm pretty sure it's just Justice League.
Is it?
They killed a lot of people.
They did.
It happens.
Back to the question.
The question.
Yes.
The question at hand. Does anybody have a? You're
I,
thinking
I
of
have
it.
I have my answer.
Mad Mike has one.
Current wrestlers?
All right. So I was thinking about this. I'm like, I need someone entirely wholesome that can just go dark.
Mhm.
And I was thinking like Finn Balor kind of does that, and then I'm like, oh, of course, the Demon Bailey.
That would be good.
That's
Oh,
what we
man.
need. We need the Demon Bailey.
Like she's already Firefly Funhouse,
She did wear
but
Yeah,
And
she's worn Balor's jacket and everything, and but we need evil, wacky, waving, inflatable arm flailing tube men.
there's
We need like when she hugs children, they go limp because she's stealing their soul.
I don't know. If
Like I want everything.
Wait, I need to roll back. Evil, wacky, inflatable men.
Arm flame tube, man. Yes.
Several months ago, when I think Reaper Matt Connor came back to Black Diamond, they had one of those. It was a ghost, wacky
Amazing
thing that came up, and it was sitting there, and I didn't realize what the hell it was, and then it came up like right in front of me when I was filming, and I'm just like, "Is that like a?"
Did Matt know about it?
It's a scary. I don't know.
I hope he didn't, and he just came out and was like, he was like, "What the?"
But it was just like so like it's a giant ghost, but it's a wacky. Like it wasn't doing the thing.
Yeah.
Like the as crazy as Bailey's or the one you see at the car dealership, but still it's just like you didn't expect that, right? But sorry, but
That's
so
good.
there's a precedent for it.
Yeah.
I guess. And I guess just shop a Halloween store and you just set up the entrance. So Spirit Halloween will supply all your needs. Is that a thing when people do a spooky wrestler? Is Spirit Halloween kind of a good go for a lot of?
I don't think so.
People
Most
in the
of their
indies?
stuff. I mean, people do go there to get stuff. I get materials from there to create stuff.
Yeah.
But I couldn't just buy something from Spirit and wear it.
Just to walk out and be
like
because
look at my punk skull mask.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of one now.
What a person.
Yeah.
I want to see Hornswoggle do a dark gimmick.
You want to see the Leprechaun?
Yeah.
It's
That-
like-
type like
he
that.
did
Yeah,
Leprechaun
he did?
Origins.
yeah, he
Oh,
was
I missed that.
Leprechaun.
I missed that.
He was. It's not great.
No,
Well,
I want him like Ernest Scared Stupid, like he turns kids into wooden dolls, type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You never seen Ernest Scared Stupid?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen
I was
Ernest.
gonna
Come on.
say.
I've seen Ernest.
Come on.
Wait, how much
Yeah.
90s were we
Yeah, I
talking
know,
about?
right?
I've seen
I
Ernest
love
Scared
it, yeah.
Stupid. Come on.
Man.
Who are we talking about here?
I was just telling the one kid
Miss those movies.
who's debuting that he needs to. He's gonna have From Ernest Goes to Camp. Like the stone will not break you. Like that should be his whole thing. So he's just sitting there getting arrows shot at him or something.
Partner saying Bailey goes crazy ex-girlfriend stalker on somebody.
Chelsea
AJ Lee?
Green, didn't that Broken Bride type of thing?
Yeah. Hey, Chelsea Green did a
Yeah.
good job
She
of
did good.
that.
I don't think Bailey could do anything.
No,
like that, so.
not on that level. I don't know. She pulls
The
it from
thing is
somewhere.
her making it believable too.
Yeah.
Because I think she's too happy for that.
Like, and this is not. We're also.
I
not,
hate people, so it's real easy for me to do this.
This is not an extension for you.
No, it's,
No.
no.
Making kids cry is
That's my joy.
that's your happy
That's
place.
my happy place.
It's
Yeah, if
that kid's crying. It's a
Yeah.
good night. He sleeps
When
more
I-
soundly.
when they're sitting there, they just scare the shit out of them real quick. It's nice. That's the working in a haunted house coming out of me too. So
Yes.
It'd be kind of fun to like if Ricky the Dragon Steamboat did something like that back in the day.
He was a
I was gonna
dragon.
say if he does it
free
now, it'd be
fire.
like just Shao Kahn or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Tina's saying, and help me on the reference here. Is Lena Vega bringing Akasha to life? I'm not familiar with Akasha.
Couldn't tell you.
I
They
don't
did
know.
Jade
Who the...
cosplay. That's Mortal Kombat.
It's Mortal Kombat. Just anybody becoming a Mortal Kombat character except for Ronda Rousey.
Literally anyone except for Ronda Rousey.
Can we talk about that for a second?
I don't even register that as her voice when
Yeah.
I play either.
The voice acting in that was terrible for her. Everybody else is like on point and great, and it's just her is like,
That's because they all cast voice actors.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, does anybody remember Queen of the Damned?
Oh,
So Zelina
yeah,
Vega
okay.
as the Queen of the
Yeah.
Damned
I
lady.
can see that.
Yeah.
That'd be
So
fun.
vampire Zelina Vega. I think she has range because again,
Oh, yeah,
she
yeah.
pulled off such a good AJ Lee in that Page movie. Like it took a second to be like, is that girl looks a lot like Zelina Vega, but acts a lot like AJ
Yeah,
Lee.
we just watched it.
It was crazy.
Like a week ago. I was like, hey, that's
Yeah. That was
I do think it was kind of funny they couldn't give her AJ's actual gear though.
really.
Like it took
Yeah.
me out of the movie that she was wearing a robe.
Dude,
I'm
there's
like,
a lot
really?
more than that that took me out of the movie. I mean, it was a good movie, but I feel like we know too much about NXT to like believe it a little bit. You know, it was.
Vince Vaughn's down there right now.
Yeah, what's that?
NXT.
It's fun, just hanging out there. In my head,
Down there
hope so.
telling people
That'd
to
be
dip, dodge, dive, ducking.
in my head, Vince Vaughn is Matt Bloom, but also that means that Matt Bloom jumped off a cage or something. Sorry, spoiler alert.
What?
Sorry, Bobby. I'm sorry, Bobby.
I didn't see it yet. Damn it.
Deep cuts. Sorry.
That might be it. Just brightly yourself.
Can't ever watch it.
Jeez. Can we go? How about Miz? He could go dark.
Yeah.
He could go dark. He could go
Vince
over
can
the
do
deep end.
almost anything.
Yeah. I mean, again, he's got the range. I watched
Faith in him.
3 of the 4 of his Marine movies, and I'm completely all in on him going off the deep end.
He couldn't do his show with his wife though if he's going off the deep end.
No, you have to separate it a little bit.
Yeah.
Unless he was like that on the show too.
That'd be amazing.
Just go full on.
Maurice just comes in and he has like Death
He's,
Clock
like,
playing.
Broken Miz.
Just sharpening a sword.
Their kid just starts being creepy kid from every horror movie.
Yeah, Monroe's guy's head just starts spinning around in circles.
Hey, you know what? That is
Comes
a
crawling down the stairs.
that is a Ms. and Mrs. I will definitely
Man.
watch.
What would Marjo do?
I think they should just become the Addams Family.
Ooh,
Uh,
there you go. There's like a cartoon movie coming out with them, right?
CGI one?
Yeah,
Is it CGI? Is it CGI?
Probably. Everything's CGI.
it looks not.
speaking
great.
about back in the day, those movies were great.
The
Yes.
Addams Family. I don't know why.
Oh my god!
I
I've often said if I could revitalize, like, bring back to life one actor just for one role, it would be Raul Julia for Addams Family.
Oh, I thought you were saying
does
the
anybody,
hand.
Yeah, the hand was good, right?
Doesn't it?
Yeah, is anybody else just kind of jam the Addams Family MC Hammer song every once in a while? A
Mhm.
little bit.
Yeah,
It just like it'll just play some Addams Family and some Will Smith Men in Black, and then just
Wild
roll
Wild
with that.
West?
Wild Wild West. I mean,
Wild West.
Wild Wild West, the song.
The song was
than-
the best part of the movie.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I like them collars they wore though.
Yeah, those were cool. It was like Kung
Where the
Lao.
where the saws came out and like tried to cut their heads off.
Mm.
Yeah, those were sweet.
Oh, that's right.
That was like first saw
Giant-
traps.
The giant
if you
spider
think
had a
about it.
story on its own.
It's like Western saw traps.
Well, let us know if
Oh,
you.
you know who could do a really good evil gimmick? Jack Gallagher.
Oh yeah.
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 Just turn him into Jack the Ripper. Just turn him
Yeah.
into Jack the Ripper. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really. I don't know why that just popped in my head, but that would be really, really fun.
What if Drew? That's the wrong name. Drew McIntyre did he rolled into an Undertaker type gimmick.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Scottish
I-
Undertaker.
I don't think he has the chops to pull that off.
I think he's kind of, when you look at him, he's pretty intimidating on his own.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would love to see him do at least like how they just did all the Shawn Michaels dress up photo shoots with everybody. I'd like to see him dress as Undertaker to see
Like Purple Glove Undertaker.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic Undertaker.
Yeah.
Like
Not like American Badass.
No, not American
Undertaker.
Badass. Like classic. It could be Purple Glove. Could be. I just got introduced. And Brother Love is my manager.
Mm.
I'm good with that too. I'm good with this. I just would like to
'Cause
see
they
at least
can
that.
get Brother Love to actually be in a photo, right?
No, they can now, right?
Yeah.
That's
Or they could just throw Dude Love in there and just
Tita.
throw everybody off.
Tina's calling out Nightmare on My Street with Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh
That's
Prince.
amazing.
Maybe just me. Hey, but yeah, of course. Come on. If you don't know old catalog Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff, you need to go experience that on whatever streaming service you subscribe to. Because we know you do. Freaking millennials.
Hey, yeah,
So-
you get
I mean,
Spotify,
I
you
do.
get free Hulu.
There you go. What? Really?
Yeah. If you got Spotify Premium, you get
Damn it. We need an
basic
offer
Hulu.
code. We need an offer code.
I don't know. It was just on the app for Spotify.
and
so-
that
no.
may change now. Disney owns Hulu.
We'll see. That's another. We talk about that on the other podcast. Hey, I want to give a shout out to our friend OccupyProWrestling.com. Pro Wrestling is a wild and crazy art form, and Occupy Pro Wrestling is here to look at what makes it fun. Featuring articles, blogs, and a podcast that brings you interviews with fellow fans, Occupy Pro Wrestling is bringing the smart back in smart mark. Check them out at OccupyProWrestling.com. Check out the merch. A lot of good stuff there that we're digging on. that we picked up. We picked up directly from the source last time we were hanging out in California with Alex down there. So go check out.
Confirmation that Jakar and 15 will be coming back.
Is that a confirmation? Because I was trying not to overpromise.
There was a message.
Jakar and 15 podcast return is in the works. A lot of good interviews, including Bryce Remsburg that we were talking about before. I believe had an appearance on there too. So, all right. From there, I love that we do have a Scarehouse ad on this show. We should.
As you do.
I guess we should mention that Money in the Bank is this weekend.
And no one's
Oh,
going
yeah?
to watch it because Game of Thrones ends.
Hey! I don't know. After last week,
Maybe Game of Thrones should have a ladder match.
do we want to talk about Game of Thrones? Actually, do we
Money
want
in
to?
the
No
Bank
dragons
for the
allowed
Iron
because
Throne.
that's cheating.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we're down to one. Spoilers? Should I call spoilers
Well,
on Game of
I don't
Thrones?
know. You could say whatever you want.
If you haven't watched Game of Thrones by now, fuck you.
Well, you're
I've watched like
oh,
the first
wow.
season, and then I was
Whoa.
like, meh.
Hey, there's dragons and there's
It's
ice
the only
zombies.
appointment viewing TV left. Like,
So there was kind of a pro wrestling style backlash on Game of Thrones.
It wasn't me.
It was.
It wasn't my fault.
Thank you, Carlos.
My cousin, Drogon, he needs therapy. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Thank you. So
He
there's
just had to get his 2 cents in.
there isn't. I mean, you guys have seen the memes of, oh, hey, that's how we feel every week with Game of Thrones. But that was interesting kind of feedback from that. But yeah, so Mike, you think just because we have an hour, you don't think we're just gonna skip like a middle hour of Money in the Bank as wrestling fans?
I mean, I'm probably. I'm curious how they book the show. Like,
What,
So
Game of Thrones?
if they front load the card.
If they front
No,
load,
I'm serious. I think they may front.
they
load the
did
card,
this
split both
before,
finals
didn't
for
they?
free.
Didn't they do this when they were up against some Academy Awards or something?
Yeah, but that's a different. That's a different thing.
But there was something that was like an hour in the middle of the night, like and now that we're booking pay-per-views like we do Raw against like the finals or Monday Night Football or something like that. That's such a weird concept
Yeah.
for a thing that used to be the $60 thing, right?
No, it's $9.99.
Now it's $9.99.
Yeah,
and
and people could go and watch it later on if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
type of
Whenever they
thing.
want.
yeah. So are we doing it?
Like
for
I don't know.
live?
Are they really worried about the live numbers or because people are gonna watch it regardless?
I'm having friends over, and then I'm gonna watch Game of Thrones afterwards. So
There you go. Well,
I
I
Stay off
had
the internet.
posed that.
oh no, I don't go on the internet when people are over.
Because when they when they're doing the Money in the Bank watch party here without me Sunday, and I was suggested like, well, why don't you just go to Game of Thrones when it comes on, and then pick up where you left off on Money in the Bank?
So are you going to
Right.
Westeros?
What am I going to Westeros?
Going to
No,
Westeros for
no,
the
I'm
finale?
going out west, but I don't know.
Westeros?
No, out west.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Stay away from King's Landing.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not great these days. So, I honestly, this is the least I've been interested in a Money in the Bank. It felt like it was the number 5 pay-per-view, right? Like it felt like the next thing, like other than the big 4.
It's still my second favorite pay-per-view.
I really only watch Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, so
Right, and then
Yeah.
it's just, hey, we just wait till next year, right? As far as like actually following.
If they do it right this year, it could be amazing. If they don't drop the ball like they did the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm. And maybe that's it. We're just kind of
Strowman.
waiting on it because we're we're seeing our Braun Strowmans and our Baron Corbins. So we're like, oh, this doesn't matter as much as it used to be,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like this isn't saying this is our next guy. This is just the next step, to do something.
It's because they don't let people hold the briefcases now.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last one I did was Carmella,
Right.
and literally everyone else within like 2 months of having the briefcase,
Mm-hmm.
they're all gone.
Is Money in the Bank a bygone concept? Are we out of creative ideas? Because before it was like, oh man, he can completely just come in and cash it in. Right now, it feels like every promotion has a version of that. Whether it be
Well, that's because every promotion does have a
if
version.
they do have a version of that.
Hell, Lucha Underground had a version.
Lucha
of that.
Underground definitely had a version of that. Shamelessly, right? Some have a golden ticket. Some have some other whatever trophy or something. You won a tournament. That means you can do
laptop.
a laptop.
Cashing in,
Yes, a
cashing in
laptop.
the-
A
cashing in the
button, if
exhibition.
you will.
A button.
Yes.
I wish I would have just
Yeah.
gave him one of them red buttons that usually when you press it, it goes. "Meow."
We're of course talking about
A
Jackson.
bleep button.
I don't
Jackson.
have batteries in this. Dang it.
Oh
so
yeah,
you
he's
got
got his
one?
button.
See,
Yeah, there he
yeah.
goes.
Button.
You could
Oh,
cash it in
man.
at any time.
You too could be the high stakes
Yeah.
champion.
Cashing in on Sorg and taking over the show.
Oh,
It's my new job.
it's already been a rough night for me. Did you see the beginning of
The
the
blood
video from earlier? Jeez, my eyes are still kind of burning. And I still don't understand why things smell like bacon. But anyways,
Pig's blood.
what's that?
Pig's blood
Pig's blood.
happens.
Oh, jeez.
I warmed it up for you.
Sorg, you gotta get tested.
I gotta get tested.
Hope you're vaccinated.
Oh no. Oh no. Thank
Oh,
goodness
it's
for that.
Oh, boy.
Measles.
I don't know.
Oh,
No,
boy.
actually, that's a problem here in town. That's a real problem
Yeah,
here in town.
yeah.
So,
Oh, believe me, whenever I was in Jersey, they put me in a pediatrics unit in the ER, and I was like, great, I'm gonna get measles or something now.
kind of glad I don't drive Lyft these days. But anyways, it's not the time for random interactions.
Catch the plague.
Catch a plague, infect the world,
And
right?
no,
Hey,
Like,
on brand. What I was trying to make a point that I don't know where
I'm
we're
sorry.
at.
But,
It's-
like Money in the Bank, they haven't given it to good people in the
Mm.
past couple years.
are we
Like, LeBron
lacking?
didn't need it.
I don't even remember who was the guy that had it before Braun.
But Corbin.
Yeah, Corbin.
It was Corbin. No,
Yeah.
Recent years,
Baron
sure.
Corbin.
no, I know Corbin
lost
had it, but I felt like there was someone in between then.
I don't think there was.
yeah. Again, it's not as guaranteed anymore. It's not going on people that are cashing it in. It's not creating as many opportunities. Maybe when Carmella did. Maybe when who won it last year and used it? Was it
Alexa.
it-
Alexa used it right away.
Alexa used it right away.
She used it that night.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hey, we are running into Becky having 2 women's defenses.
Becky two belts.
Becky 2 belts means Becky 2 matches with Lacey Evans and Charlotte. Which was an interesting segment last night. But which seems right for setting up for somebody's going to come and swoop in at the end, right? Whoever that may be.
Did they win
Yeah,
both
it's Baron
belts?
Corbin.
I don't know how that works. Who knows? Or, there's a couple scenarios you could run there. Somebody gets hurt. Somebody from the Money in the Bank replaces, but also has the thing and cashes. I don't know. Who knows?
Dean Ambrose won a year before Corbin did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I don't even remember Dean Ambrose having
Yeah,
it.
they
Did
I
he
remember
cash
it.
in the same night
Because the
that
slime that come out of it.
Roman beat Rollins for the title or something?
Could be. Maybe.
Oh no, he cashed in that night.
Yeah.
He
It
was one
was,
of
the main event was Roman versus Seth for a WWE title.
Oh,
Seth
yeah.
won, then Dean cashed in on Seth, and Dean won.
Right.
So that was the night where all 3 members of the Shield were champions.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so that's why Money in the Bank seems worthless, because Corbin cashed in at the dumbest time
Mhm.
and lost. Ambrose cashed it in that same night, and Braun, they just completely fucked up Braun. So that's why it seems like
Right.
a worthless thing. To
It's a long in the tooth concept. At least it feels like Rumble is getting livened up a little bit, whether it be with Nia Jax coming in and having a women's Rumble, so now we can do some scenarios with that roster, right? But I think it's like we're so dulled to multi-man ladder matches at this point.
Mm-hmm.
As far as WWE's version of them,
Yeah.
right?
Not NXT.
Not NXT, no. No. Where's NXT's version of Money in the Bank, right?
They may have that at the next
It
takeover.
should.
Really?
Give
mean-
it to me. Hook it through my veins.
What could
They
be the?
should. Why not?
Would it also be a briefcase, or can it be like the,
Dusty's boot.
Dusty's boot?
You can hang Dusty's boot over the thing.
Money in the boot.
Money in the boot.
Oh no!
There's a snake in my boot.
Money in the boot. Okay. Anyways, on that
Speaking of
note,
piggy bank,
on that note, we can't go any further than Money in the Boot. I want to give a shout out to our friends, the Scare House. They are having. They just had a return of the basement this past weekend. A little bit of the greatest hits of what was going down there. Great interactive. I know Ronnie Starks was very excited about that. But they are also doing an 80s night this week for Rogue Laser Grounds, their laser tag experience. And this is the last few
Laser
days.
tag in the Scare House.
They have laser tag in the Scare House, and it is
that's Waver City.
amazing. No, they redid an entire section of it.
Okay.
So it's this
not just
really
in the
cool,
actual Scare House.
like neon situation there, right? And we actually got to play it. I believe Lee Moriarty, I almost said his own name, Victor Benjamin, and who else was with us? Was it Ronnie? I think Ronnie was with us too. We had a lot of people out there. It was a blast. They have an infection mode where somebody starts as a zombie and infects everybody. You gotta try to last 5 minutes, right? We can never get past it. Speaking,
I found my WWE zombie figures.
hold on a second, Bobby. What the heck?
I found 2 of them. I also have a Paige one, but I don't know
Sasha
what that is.
Banks, and is that Paige?
It's Asuka as a monster.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Is it-
Anyways, go check it out. Scarehouse.com, RogueLaserGrounds.com, and join them later this week for 80s night. They actually changed the music and the sounds on the guns. So they did a Star Wars night a couple weeks ago where it
so it was
sounded
a
like the
pew-pew?
Star Wars. It was the blaster sounds.
That's
So it's
very
going to be a
Last
very.
time, but it's just the Brood theme.
Do you know about the Brood theme? Have you ever played the Brood intro backwards?
No.
The
No.
no
Didn't say
you
Paul
need
is
to
dead?
do it.
I need to do it. What does it
Yes.
say?
It sounds like I like hairy balls. Swear to God. Swear to God. Do it right now. I if you could do it right now.
That was
it would
Edge and
play
Christian,
it.
I bet.
Like it does it. Somebody on some message board back in the day, somebody wrote it. And I had a great thing with like ICP songs, stuff like that, where the stuff they had backwards.
Yeah, they had a lot
I'd
of-
want to know what they were saying, so I'd go and I'd get them my little computer microphone to the stereo because we didn't have the technology we did this day,
Mm-hmm.
and the little sound recorder on Windows, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd reverse it and see what it said. Brood theme, I'm telling you, do it.
You can Google Brood theme backwards.
Or that.
There you
So
go.
the great thing is somebody probably did it for you.
Yeah,
No, it's on YouTube right now. I'm loading it up as we speak.
there you go.
Oh no.
It's
If Mike burns in a
Easter
sea of
egg.
flames,
well, I guess 2 Easter eggs that are
We
hairy.
have flames that just pop up and just Mike lowers.
he goes to his basement.
That'd be the
This is
greatest
gonna blow
effect
your
for the
mind.
show. Oh no, it's in the Facebook right now.
This is gonna blow your mind. I'm
Oh
telling you.
jeez. Tina says a good cash in for Money in the Bank was Orton back in 2013. Bobby,
No.
isn't that the year that we were at BW3's at Buffalo
think-
Wild Wings?
I hated that cash in. I hate. Everybody knows I don't like ranch.
Bobby got up and walked away.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
super.
It
mad
does.
right
It
there.
does kind of sound like hairy balls. I don't know if it's doctored,
Told
but
you. No, it's not doctored because I took that off of the soundtrack that I had.
wow, that's insane.
Was it
Yeah.
Volume 3? WWE The
Uh-huh.
Music Volume 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good stuff. They had the ICP track too, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yes,
It had
did.
oddities.
I hate that they take out the ICP music
It's ridiculous.
on the
Sorg,
network.
That's because they don't have the rights for it.
But
Another great wrestling soundtrack was ECW.
really?
Yeah. They had all the good ones.
Mm.
Sabu's theme, RVD. But they were all remade by other bands because,
Okay.
couldn't do Enter Sandman.
Man
and
in the
stuff like
Box.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Snap Your Finger, Snap Your Neck. It was done by
Interesting.
somebody else.
But they
Yeah.
they still use the real stuff at the
Uh-huh.
shows too.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, music rights get so weird on that level.
It's like the One Night Stand pay-per-view when Sandman didn't come out to Enter Sandman. And you're like,
Well, no, he did live.
No,
he did
no,
live, yeah,
Bobby
but
did.
watching it, you're
Yeah.
like, what?
It's why I don't watch a lot of ECW because so much is doctored.
Well,
and
I mean, you gotta
not
look with
well.
Metallica and
I
Napster.
can't
so
watch.
of course they don't.
I
Want
can't
them playing
watch
music.
any New Jack match.
Yeah, the New Jack
Like,
match. is
I'm
ridiculous.
sorry, watching a New Jack match on the WWE Network is freaking impossible.
They just
That
put
could be
like
another wrestler
they
that's
just
scary.
put some background
Yeah, it's
dubbed
the
in stuff.
it's the most generic shit they could find. And,
it's like
and
creating
they're-
somebody in
and I
N64
get
and
it.
putting their music on.
They're doing it in mass, but they're ruining this old stuff.
Yeah.
And
But-
it's
yeah,
a
but
shame.
there's no other way to do it.
I know there's no other way to do it. That doesn't make it okay and watchable. You know what I mean?
Like honestly, what
somebody-
they should do is they should just cut the audio for it.
Somebody edit Benny Hill into the background.
During New Jack matches? No, I ship that. No, let's do that. So somebody has to have that. It's got to already exist on
Yeah,
YouTube,
that
right?
definitely exists somewhere.
But New Jack Benny Hill. Let's just do that.
Googling it now.
My one time seeing New Jack in person, he rapped in the ring. I think he had retired that night. This was around WrestleMania 29. He's definitely wrestled since.
Oh.
So
Been on a few shows with him. It's,
yeah, since
crazy.
yeah.
yeah.
Jeez. Anyways, hey, it's that time of the show. What did you learn from wrestling this week? Who wants to go first? Anybody? Anybody? I learned a lot about the Detroit pro wrestling scene.
Yeah?
I learned about I'm going to mess it up. Is it the Malone family? Somebody's going to answer. Somebody's going to get this for me. I think it is the Malone family. It was like this dynasty of wrestlers up there. And I think MM3 is a member of that. And I know Andrew out there, DiNardo, I guess he used to watch a lot of indie wrestling in that area previously. And what was he calling? MM3 versus somebody local on this end, like Facade or something, would be a great match. But I learned about that. I learned about some other guys that were coming up through. A lot of stuff about Cobo Hall during that, and it was pretty cool to see that because I think we forget that all of our indie wrestlingness kind of happens in these microcosms. I mean, you've seen this with the Pittsburgh area. Everybody thinks, this is all. Indie wrestling is all this big monolithic thing, and then it's just like nobody knows who X, Y, and Z are, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know who Rise with a Y is unless they listen to the show, and we say that all the time to decipher them from the women's show, right?
Yeah.
Or what a PWX is, or RWA, or any of these ones, right? And that happens, and like I've never heard of International Big Time Wrestling. They've been around 12 years, and a guy that I follow owns it in the Rude Boy.
Yeah.
No idea. Like that never
Yeah, I never
came
heard
up,
of it before.
right? And we both follow that stuff. We both follow the Juggalo stuff, and no idea that was a thing. We just knew JCW happens at the Gathering, in some
Yeah.
random like record things. You were on a thing in town with them,
Oh, that Cleveland show was so fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. You did the Cleveland one. You didn't do the
Did
Pittsburgh one.
Cleveland and did we do Indianapolis?
I think we were talking about this is the it was a CD release tour that they did. ICP did not play, but they were there, and there was wrestling and people performing in the ring.
No, this was
This is
Happy
different.
Days tour that I did.
Happy Days tour. I don't
Yeah.
know that one.
Yeah, it was them, Kitty, Coolio.
And they had wrestling.
They had wrestling. Yeah. It
Wait.
was before the show, and
So you opened for Coolio.
well, there was a couple matches,
Yeah.
But I think one of them we were in like a battle royal.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
crazy.
That's awesome.
Easiest way to get over, you just go whoop whoop, and then
Yep.
they do it in the masses, and they're like, oh, okay, woo.
This guy's on my side.
Yeah, there's actually a clip of the one lead singer of Kitty on the Happy Days tour. Like she's talking, I'm in the background beating a Facade. You hear me go whoop whoop. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Oh man, it's a whole other when you go to it's a lot different wrestling audience. Like
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
even like a hardcore wrestling audience or it's just the Juggalo wrestling audience. It's
Yeah.
just completely
Just want to
different.
see madness.
Yeah. Bobby, what'd you learn this week?
I learned that Vince McMahon is certifiably insane.
Well, you have evidence to back this thesis, Bobby.
There was an article on, I think it was Pro Wrestling Mania, where they talked about how Triple H is really frustrated, and just, I mean, like I know this is garbage train stuff, whatever, but like he,
Did you call it garbage train stuff?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
like they're cheats, whatever.
Okay.
But like, it was one of the writers, like somebody that knows one of the writers, called in to say about it. he doesn't keep track of what's going on with NXT and just craps on everybody that comes up.
Hence Viking experience.
Yeah, and they said Triple H is consoling people backstage because it's a mess. And Andrade walked into his office and asked to be pushed, and he told him speak English. Then you get a push. Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this was all. I mean, this is all hearsay. This is all dirt sheets.
Yeah.
This is. I
believe it.
Let's just say that Bobby. This is a hypothetical situation that could or could not be happening as told on articles, right? So I don't know. Fake news. Fake news. Wrestling used to be. I mean, we used to just know it as wrestling dirt sheets.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that.
I don't know why they
It's
just
not always
don't end the
fake news,
brand
though.
split.
I think they kind of did with this wild card deal.
Yeah.
It's just
They're just throwing everybody everywhere. It feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
It's
just
like
trying to see
whose
what
line
works.
is it anyways? The show's made up and the rules don't matter.
It's the best kind.
Welcome to WWE.
Yeah.
Mad Mike, what'd you learn from wrestling this week? I'm sure it was something about Macho Man.
No. No,
For reasons.
I tried not to learn about Macho Man as much as I possibly could. What did I learn this week? I learned that if you let talent shine through, they can still make a bad show watchable. Hence the last hour of Raw last night.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cesaro, Rey Mysterio, great. Firefly Funhouse, great.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard. They have all the talent in the world. They have some of the best talent in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they just need to be reminded of that.
Or let the talent let the talent use their talent, right?
Yeah.
We
Because
got
Cesaro versus Rey Mysterio.
the point.
That was a great match.
The point where Mysterio was on his shoulders, they both tumble over the top rope, and then they just
Cesaro
stand up
lands on his feet with Rey on his
with
shoulder.
Ray on his shoulders. Just
Any match where Cesaro does the swing into the barrier and Rey Mysterio is used as a weapon is a 5-star match in my book.
There were dueling 619s in that match.
oh, that's right. Cesaro
is
You
like
can see
8
it.
feet taller
Cesaro
than
did
Rey.
619.
Mhm.
Corey, you were in a match with Mysterio
Yeah.
last year. Oh, a year ago.
was
Yeah.
fun.
It was
Oh,
a tag match
It's
with
crazy.
Shima, DJZ.
Brr, 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 brr. Who just arrived at the performance center.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yes. He
Officially.
was acknowledged as DJZ,
Yes.
and also his real name, which I feel like you're going to hear more often, Michael Paris.
I just hope he doesn't. They don't make him like some kind of French painter or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He's just throwing croissants at
He,
people. or something.
well, he is part French, right?
Don't tell them that.
Don't tell
They know,
them.
they know now.
Don't
You
tell
just
Vince
said it.
McMahon.
Don't make
Or
them.
you're-
Don't
yeah.
let
Do you
them.
remember the last
Allegedly.
time Frenchmen were in NXT?
Don't let them watch the National
They-
Geographic special about him.
Yeah.
They got
Oh, definitely not.
No.
Sorg, you don't want to remember the last time Frenchmen were in NXT. They got shaved bald.
What?
Oh, I missed that.
La
dude.
Resistance?
No,
No, really, the other
Sylvester
guy.
Lefort and Marcus Louis.
And Louis turned into like
Oh.
the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh yeah.
He
Wow.
looked like Sloth from the Goonies.
He used to like
needs-
drag himself on a rug like a dog that had an itchy butt.
Oh
No, that's the revival, Bobby.
Oh,
yeah.
don't even bring that up. That pisses me off more than anything.
Womp
You have the
womp.
2 best tag teams in maybe the world, and they're feuding over itchy balls.
Well, at least it's not a shampoo commercial in Japan. Gory, what did you
I-
learn from wrestling this
I
week?
still want to see who has that.
What did I learn?
Yes.
Uh,
you
if
had an
you-
eventful weekend.
If you kidnap somebody's girlfriend, the fans get really mad.
We were talking about this off air a little bit. You're with it was like a triple promotion show, right?
Yeah.
This past weekend.
It was a night to remember. It was called. That's what they called it.
Mhm.
Pro Wrestling Empire Legacy. There's a few other promotions that were involved.
Kind of a super show situation.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was fun. It
Yeah.
was at like a barrel racing place.
Barrel
Like one of-
racing?
Yeah. Well,
Really?
I mean, like one of like fair show places.
Okay.
They didn't have dirt floor or anything. Thank God, because we did one of them before, and it was pretty crazy.
Hey, at least I remember. It was mentioned recently on TV behind Gargano's Catering when there was like gravel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like mid-July, August.
Yeah.
And
it gets hot in Cleveland.
my paint tanned.
Oh no. Oh no. You had the ICP problem at the gathering.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
It was tinted, but I had an outline for the next time I had to do it, so it was all right.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's just like, paint by numbers at this point, right? Jeez. That's awesome.
No, but this is indoors. It was pretty nice.
That's awesome. And again, there's a promo that we talked about where they're the kidnapping of Danny, and just they're sneaking up on them sleeping was weird.
Luckily, I made friends with Lap's cat way before this. So
good.
You didn't have to.
Oh,
attack
good.
Me. Yeah.
The cat is. That's the cat from India, right?
No.
No.
Laps is the one he had before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys had a great match out there, and go look that up, and I'm sure they'll have it
definitely.
up somewhere.
They should have it on DVD soon. So
There you go. DVD,
maybe, I don't know.
DVD,
Streaming? I don't know
VOD,
if they'll be
something. Who
streaming.
knows
Yeah.
Whatever that company does.
Pay by view.
Pay by view.
VHS, something.
VHS, Betamax.
Yeah.
Somebody offered me.
Laserdisc.
Somebody offered
They
me
might have
something.
them on high eights.
HD DVD.
I think somebody offered me Betamax.
Ugh.
I forget who.
What'd you do with it?
Well, it was somebody was looking for VHSs, like old family movie dumps on YouTube.
That's
and I
creepy.
had,
Why would you want to just
Well, I think
watch
it's for like an art project, like a video art
okay.
project kind of thing.
Like stock
I
footage?
mean, we have friends. Our friends at the Thrifty Podcast get old cassette tapes or record music to cassette tapes and then redigitize them to get the cassette sound, like that muffly.
Really?
Yeah, this is a thing that happens. It's like people going and doing vinyl.
Yeah.
Or recording
Like
straight
good
to vinyl, like the three-man. I'm trying to remember the.
Three-man
No,
band.
not three-man band. Damn it! The Jack White Recording Studio in Nashville, three-man group, something like that. Third Man
Is that it?
Third Man Records. That's it.
They just go straight to vinyl.
They have a booth and it records straight to vinyl.
That's crazy.
So there was a girl there. There was a video I did because Farnsworth. We're going off the rails again. There's a guitar, a little wax guitar that you could have made there with this machine that's like from museums and stuff. And behind me was a booth. And this girl she had her guitar. She went in. She was doing songs. She was live streaming on Facebook. I talked to her while I was doing my video. She was streaming to her people because I was talking about how there's a video of Weezer like recording a song in there, and it was very weird and super meta and kind of cool. So Nashville, thank you Farnsworth for telling me to go there. By the way, Farnsworth. Gory, what's coming up for you? Where can people find you online?
Facebook.com/Jason Gory. On Instagram is Gory ITW. Twitter is Jason F and Gory. You go to my YouTube page. I have some matches up there. Just type in Jason Gore on YouTube and see most of my stuff. And there's a lot of stuff on IndieWrestling.us, .network, and on the YouTube page. I believe we have a lot of your matches too. Yes, you do. And probably more coming. Many more coming. History of Jason Gore. We'll get you that. I think we need a Gory vs. DJZ best of DVD. So
ooh, just your matches. From the beginning. Wow, yeah, because we have that. We have the first match hanging out there. You have the first match in IWC. Oh, one of you has told me this story before. He might have told me last time he was in. It was because we actually wrestled in Black Diamond first. Oh, does anybody have that? I might. You might. It's on a high 8 tape. High 8, but it was left in my trunk. Oh no! So it might be gone forever. We didn't talk about Jeff Farmer. Jeff Farmer? You didn't have a documentary about the Jeff Farmer tape that was found. What the heck this crazy match. What? Oh, we'll have to talk. I don't know. We'll have to do another After Dark and talk about Jeff Farmer. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time. Wait, RWA this weekend for you, right? Yes, it is. Yeah, RWA. Steve. What's that? Versus Crazy Steve. Crazy Steve. Yeah. Decay versus Infection. That's gonna be good. Yeah. I can't wait to edit that one. Unfortunately, I'm out of town, but and then I'll be at Premiere on Sunday. Premiere of Championship Wrestling. J-Rock Daddy. J-Rock Daddy. I'm gonna take him apart like a Mr. Potato Head doll. You know what? That was way better than my giving it up one time joke. Jeez.
Gonna give up parts one time.
Yes. One by one time.
And I'm gonna shove him in his back end.
Wow. Well, I'm sure a lot of people want
Only
to.
one time, because
Only one.
it's not going to take him out and
I
put
mean,
him back in.
yeah. I mean, that's
It's
just
weird.
that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time. Thank you everybody for joining us here in the chat, live, subscribing, and on Patreon. Thanks a lot. Mayhem out. All right.
Bye, everyone.
One time you're going to shove it up one time.
Shove it up.
Shove it up
one time. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. What was?
For
Hey.
Jay Starch.
So
Guess what? We're getting a Permane Brothers.
hot
Johnstown.
news. Permane Town.
Johnstown, to our mall that has like 3 stores left.
Yay!
Bobby.
Better than
Holy
our mall that
crap.
has no
I
stores
can't
left.
believe this thing happened.
There's a Hot Topic.
Oh, there you go. But one they forgot about it. I still like the one in the
Hot
90s.
Topic.
I would love to find
Can we
one
just
that
do
was
that?
still like that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it because I
I
didn't
feel
want
like there should be a room in like a haunted house where it's just like the old
Mm.
Hot Topic.
Where you can buy, where you can buy souvenirs.
We know people. We're gonna be like,
Yeah.
hey, can you just do a Hot Topic room that plays
Should.
like there's just Johnny Homicidal Maniac comics laying around, and it plays some death metal and
And Rancid.
Rancid.
Like you don't
Yes,
really
it was
know
a
what the
Rancid.
clothes look like because it's so
Oh, no.
dark in there until you actually get outside of the mall and you're
Can we
like,
do a
oh,
hot-
what is this?
We're gonna do an old school Hot Topic podcast. So Jeff Farmer, the guys, did you
never seen this.
Did you any of you guys watch the documentary they did on this?
I've heard of Jeff Farmer. Is that the guy that goes, "Yep"?
No. Am I getting the
Oh,
wrong
No, that's the guy from Storage Wars.
Hold on a second. Maybe it's not Jeff Farmer. So they did
Who
it.
are you talking about?
Me?
Jumping
Yeah.
Farmer.
So the dude, okay. There was a documentary I watched on there. Am I having a
On
fever
where?
dream? On the network.
You mean
Oh,
Tom
you're talking
McGee?
Tom McGee.
Tom McGee.
Mega
Yeah,
Man.
that's who.
That's
Yeah.
the one. That's why I'm
Okay,
screwing
because
this
I was
up.
gonna say, I'm like, there's been nothing on Jumpin' Jeff Farmer. as far as I know. Like,
Jumping Jeff
So-
Farmer was the bad promo guy.
Right. So this was like a crazy like the tape finders thing where everybody heard about this match. It was a dark match. This guy was being positioned as he's going to be the next Hulk Hogan. So they had him in a match against Bret Hart when he was a heel. Still had Jimmy Hart at ringside. It was like it was a TV taping, and the crowd went wild for this. It was crazy, and the tape disappeared. Right. They even have interviews with guys like Cassius Ohno talking about how you could request any match, right? But this one would never come up. So they couldn't even find it in the WWE archives. Turns out Bret Hart had it the whole time. By the way, Davey Boy Jr. doing a Bret Hart impression is spot on. Just want to put that out there. That's another reason to watch this thing.
Swear to God, Hunter.
So, and it talked about that. They found this guy and talked to him about it. And I guess, if I recall, this was actually a friend of Cassius Ohno's that was a wrestling fan, and I think she was helping with Bret Hart's back catalog. He always had all of his matches on there, and was digitizing them to DVD to save space and preserve it and everything. And this tape pops up, and it's marked as that match, but the date is wrong. So everybody thought it was a fake. And she started putting clips up, and they're like, oh no, this is the match that everybody's heard about and has been looking for since at least the late 90s. And it's become kind of this urban legend of wrestling tapes in the community. So they did a full-on documentary, a 20-minute documentary, and then play the match.
Nice.
Talking about it, talking about what happened
It's on the
to
network?
It's on the network.
Oh,
It was
that's
it
interesting.
premiered after Raw last night, I think.
I always thought that the Terry Funk Sabu barbed wire match was a myth because I never was able to watch it.
The ECW one?
Yeah.
It's
I always
on
saw-
there.
Yeah. I always
Oh
saw
no,
co-
it's on network.
Oh,
Yeah, you can.
well, this was before the. I mean, back in the
Oh,
day, because
okay.
I always saw previews for it, but I never saw the match.
Yeah.
Because I would never bought the pay-per-views.
Right.
I'd listen to them with the squiggly screen. That's about it. On channel 99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the 90s.
And then your parents walk in, you think you're watching something dirty, and then I'm like, just wrestling.
It sounds the same sometimes.
Yeah, looks the same sometimes.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, it was really good. I definitely recommend it. It's about a half hour total, including watching the match. And again, it kind of positioned this like, well, we're looking at this guy who's a buff guy, could do like flips and like standing moonsaults in the ring, you know, and stuff like that. And you know, towered a little bit over Brett. Had a great match, and they're like, well, but then he just kind of floundered on dark matches for a couple years.
Did you see that old video of the springboards
Hmm?
that people have been posting?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, they had legit. I don't know, it was probably the 70s, but they had legit springboards outside of the ring, and they were getting. Oh, I gotta see who posted it. It's probably lost in Facebook world. You know, you see something once and you can never find it again.
Well, yeah. What do I type to find that thing that
Right.
randomly come at me? Right.
Yeah.
But no, really good. They do kind of position the whole like, you know, hey, this guy wasn't going to be the next Hogan, the next champ, and then going back and looking. Actually, Brett was the guy we were looking for because he's the one that like made this, you know, huge for him. So, and it was it was a good analysis of that kind of stuff, and there was a little bit of him working with Ted DiBiase and talking about like, well, there's not a lot of Ted DiBiase's and Bret Hart's to make a guy like this look great, right? You know, he's great against these guys. They're just, I mean, those guys were famous for just making people look like $1 million.
Yeah.
So,
One of them literally.
Yeah.
yep.
Who posted that?
But I don't know. It was really interesting. Go check it out. It's on the network. Also, Andre the Giant HBO special on the network now.
It's going to
Nice.
DVD soon.
Is it coming to DVD?
Yeah.
I guess I kind of windowed it because it was a Cobra.
That's a really good special.
It's very, very good.
Yeah.
So please go watch that.
Because I don't got HBO, so that'd be nice.
All
to
right.
watch.
Dreamers, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed our 666 episode.
Bye, everyone.
Hope you guys
I'm
enjoyed.
going to see you next time.
Hope you guys enjoyed some of the special stuff we did for this and having Gorian. We gotta have Gorian more often.
I have to
Heck
go
yeah.
now.
I'm just gonna throw that bottle of blood on your window before I leave. Just make it
Okay.
look better.
Just make it look better. Does it really scare the people in the morning?
People in Las Palmas can be like, "Oh, Diablo."
All right, thanks guys. We'll see you later.